by the way. All right, that's good. That's good. I just have to... Oh, yeah, get rid of that. Pop that open. And that, and new window. Here. By the way, it is 3-0 Carolina. How's everybody doing? Just waiting for the game to come back on now. It's a commercial break. All right, looks like we got everything up and moving. Just waiting to see if I get any notification push from my phone. So, 6:58, 6:59 to play here in the opening quarter. Yeah, 6:59 left in the first. It'll be Atlanta's ball coming up. There we go. There's a notification too. All right. Oh, it's just nice to see that I got one. Make sure, you know. It's a commercial break right now, as per usual at this point, after a team scores. Yeah, I see a lot of people have the Panthers winning tonight, which is interesting. Oh, let's see. I got the Falcons, probably. Let me check the audio here.
Arthur Smith's EKG. According to our next-gen stats, which are powered, as you know, by...
All right, pretty good. All right, we're all solid. Good to go.
The wackiest game of the year. That was the craziest game.
Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that.
This is about the halfway point right now.
Nice, close that.
Patterson is going to run the kick back again.
Oh, shit. Nice little return out to the 35 by Patterson. Maybe 34, depending on the spot. And here come the Falcons, and here comes some rain. So, probably expect a little bit more running to happen here from now on. And, you know, probably a little less kicking, depending on if the wind's at your back or in front of you.
Arthur Smith is there on the offensive staff. And then he was often...
You know, just some small things you want to think about once you see weather and rain and wind starting to impact the game. A few things that they kind of were like, yeah, watch out for this. Atlanta hikes the ball, hands it off. No, they go with the quarterback keeper. Small gain for about 3.
You know, we spoke with him this week, and he opened up, talked about, you know, when I left Tennessee, I lost that passion, I lost the love, I was beat up physically, mentally. He said John Gruden, Derek Carr, that quarterback from Las Vegas really got him back and got him healthy.
They go with a direct handoff. They lose a couple. It'll be 3rd and long. Basically 3rd and 10 again, so however you want to look at that. Hey, we have 6 likes already. If you haven't left a like, consider doing so. It'll help the stream out. It's kind of bumbling along here at the beginning. No one's said anything quite yet. Kind of an awkward start. Was everyone pissed off or something? Whatever. There's the hike. Mariota throws, and it'll be complete out to number 14, who's got it at the 45, 44. Oh, it would be the 46 where I was thinking. So 1st and 10 at the 46. Complete out to Damiere Byrd. That's weird. Where is everybody? It's a very weird start to the stream. Guess they're not coming today.
2nd and 10.
I think you're going to see more and more of those 1st and 10 throws because
I guess if you're listening out there, thanks for tuning in, I guess. What's up, Daniel? How's it going? Congrats on being somehow the first person to say anything. And then just not stop talking unless you quit talking at this point, which is, I guess, possible. Anyway, 2nd and 10. And that'll be another completion. This one out to Hodge for like 11. Oh, okay. I thought you'd left. No, I even answered him. I thought I said I had the Falcons winning. And then you just kind of, I asked what about you, and then you just kind of went, oh, I'm done talking now. I was like, all right, I guess he dipped. Unless there's a bunch of comments here that are just not showing up, I'll refresh the page. But I kind of doubt it. No, it's all good. No one else is talking. Don't feel bad about it. No one ever says anything in these streams. For some reason, anyway. I'm not really certain as to why that is. Anyway, 2nd down and 10. 4 minutes remain here in the first. I don't mind that people don't say anything. It's nice to have people who just tune in and like to listen. I just wish that number was a little larger. And that'll be no gain on 2nd down. It'll be 3rd and long.
It'll be 3rd down and 9 for the Atlanta Falcons.
Well, let's see what they run here. They seemingly have been kind of efficient here on these like 2nd and long, 3rd and longs. So I want a crazy NFC South finish with Brady missing the playoffs. Yeah, it just feels super unlikely. If that was the case, if that's what you want, wouldn't you want the Falcons to win? So that way it has more of a likelihood of like some kind of crazed ending happening. Because outside of the NFC South, I think the Panthers have looked bad all year. Oh, if that's a... if that's not a flag on the Panthers, that's a completion and a 1st down. Jeez, these are doing worse than my every other stream I try to do. What the hell's going on tonight? The news streams do better than this. What the hell's happened? I must not have got notifications pushed out whatsoever. It only says 4 people are here. Yeah, I don't think the Panthers are, like I just said, the Panthers are what, 2-7 with 2 wins in their division. I literally think that's all they've won. So, I mean, at best, they can win like 3 more games. And that'll be... Oh, the Panthers just dropped maybe the easiest interception in league history. You got to probably pick that one off. Jesus Christ, how did he drop that? Yeesh. Yeah, no, it's literally like, I don't even think you can say Butterfingers, man. Like, even a Butterfingers would have caught this one. Like, you got to... Oh, yeah, that's going to be holding. I mean, yeah, I guess it's raining, and the corners kind of already have shitty hands as it is. But wait, I mean, like, I don't know, man. You got to catch that one. Holding on the offense. Penalties declined.
This is their 3rd left guard in 3 weeks. So in comes the punt group. That's not a daily W1. Back-to-back penalties.
No. No, that's going to be something that Carolina will try to expose all game long.
Damn, now the Falcons got to punt it away.
This will be Pinion's 2nd kick.
That penalty pushed him right out of field goal range, too, so that's a bit of a bitch.
Inside his 10-yard line.
And the kick is off. It'll be fair caught at the 8.
2.5 to go. In Charlotte.
No, yeah, that's 100% the way it goes. First and 10 at the Carolina 9, I guess they're going to put it at. Second, or 2:39 to play in the first, 2:39 to play here in the first. 3-0 Panthers lead. It's their ball after the break. Yeah, I would say if you're a bad, like if you are like a so-so high school or college wide receiver, you might as well just switch your position over to corner and just go be a dominant corner. You know what I mean? It almost would make more sense to do that. Like, I think that's what Richard Sherman basically did. He was just like, well, I'm a pretty mid-tier, mid-range wide receiver. Yeah, I think Trayvon Diggs switched when he got to, like, yeah, there's plenty of examples of guys just going, oh yeah, no, I'm not a receiver. I could play corner better than everybody though. I don't think nobody's got sent out coming. There we go. There we go. Hey, we're up to 8 likes too, by the way. I appreciate that, everybody. But we're just sitting here waiting, sitting through a commercial break. Yeah, I think that's a pretty common thing to happen for a guy. Like, I don't know if it always happens when they get to college. Sometimes it probably does. But, like, yeah, I would say a lot of really good corners probably used to be receivers at one point. And then they went, yeah, I'm like slightly, if I just switched positions and played corner, I'd literally be a dominating player at my position. I could have the best hands for a corner almost ever. And that's where you get your Shermans, your Diggs, your Revises, who are like these interception machines. Primarily, I think, due to the fact, again, they just have better hands than, you know, most other corners. All right, game's coming back on. Panthers will have it first and 10 at their own 9 with a 3-0 lead. 2:30 to play in the first. Panthers win and Seattle beat Bucks in Germany. I think Carolina is only one game out of first. Yeah, because they'd be 3-7 with that win, with the wins. So I think that's an accurate assessment. But again, Seattle or the Carolina's problem doesn't lie within like their own division. I think their problem, I really do think their problem lies playing anybody not in the NFC South. They're pretty bad against them. Damn, we really can't get anything going on this stream tonight. No one's interested in watching or hanging out. Well, that's all right. Unless it's doing that thing again where YouTube sometimes just shows like every new person that comes in, I lose a viewer. So YouTube's like, yeah, I got to suppress the channel here. Which happens quite a bit here. Like there'll be probably, there might even be 10, 15, 20 people watching right now. It's just going to say 1. It's all the way down to 2 right now on my screen. I don't know what everyone else sees. Sometimes it'll go up to 3. Now it's down to 1. So it's just me and KHY hanging out here tonight. So I have no idea. I don't know. I feel like I'm like the only channel this happens to, but like I don't know why my viewer count is like consistently busted. It never says the right amount. I think they do that because I don't know. I feel like my channel just has a weird suppression on it. I don't know. What's up, babe? Most of the people don't even get like people who are like longtime subscribers to my channel. They'll pop in every so often and be like, I didn't even know you did anything on this channel anymore. And then they'll go look and it's like, oh damn, no, he's been doing shit for the whole time. So I don't know what happens. I don't know what YouTube does to my channel, but it's quite annoying. Oh, look, another person came in. I went down to 0 viewers. That's hilarious. It even says it on my YouTube thing, 0 viewers, 10 views on the stream. It's like, that's fun. I don't think that's right. Well, that's all right. I'm sure people don't want to click on a stream with nobody watching. I'm sure that doesn't help my stream at all. Or hurt it.
Walker likes to push the ball downfield, but a lot of his throws are out there on the edge and the perimeter, especially against this
anyway,
defense. And one of the worst
that'll end the quarter.
With some of the injuries that they have at corner, make them have to.
Yeah, I think everybody. Well, on my channel, all new viewers come in as -1. I lose a viewer per new person. That's the rule for my channel. 3rd and 1 here. It'll be 3rd and 1 at the Carolina 31. 3rd and 1 at their own 31 for the Panthers. End of the first quarter. So, it's commercial break. Second quarter coming up soon. And I'll mute it then. Yeah, the algorithm. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Because, like, I'm considered super advertiser friendly based on my super high CPMs. But like everything else is just weird with that. But hey, we got all of 2 people watching. That's always good. But again, you guys seriously might just be the only 2 people tuned in. I think nobody else is here. You're the only 2 chatting. I think no one else is, honestly. I don't know. This is what my streams have become. One people watching, which is probably wildly incorrect. I don't know what the fuck this is. And all YouTube says is sometimes statistics don't come in correct. It's like, yeah, only for my fucking streams? I've never seen this on any other fucking channel. Where there'll be more people chatting than actually fucking watching the stream, it says. Like, I don't even know how that's possible. How is that doable? What am I? Is my channel magic? Do I have a secret on my channel? Am I a secret channel? The channel with a 15 CPM and gets $10 per 1,000 views? Golden Goose advertised on channel? That's weird. Why would that happen? Fucking stupid as fuck. Broken ass website. What's up, Dre? Hey, and now it just says 0. So now there's nobody watching the stream. And there's 2 people in here chatting. I have no idea how that's possible. How is that possible? You guys are breaking the laws of physics. You guys apparently aren't real people. Shows 0 on my end. See what I mean? I have no idea how to ever tell who's ever watching, so I have no idea if I should even continue the stream ever. It's very confusing. It's like, well, is it broke? Should I even be live? Whatever. Anyway, second quarter now. Looks like it's just coming back from commercial break.
The Bucks who are in Germany on Sunday.
You know, it's not too far-fetched to believe that a sub-500 team winds up taking the South. That thing is got all. Now I'm up to 7. All right, looks like it's gonna finally give me. It's finally done being a fucking retard, and it's gonna show me the right numbers. 3rd and 1 at the 31. Panthers rush forward with the QB sneak, and they get the yard with relative ease, and it'll be first down at the 34, 35. Kind of just that one just kind of depends on where they want to put it.
Arthur Smith got the job, talked him into coming back at the age of 73. 15 years with a couple of teams as a defensive
Anyway.
Been around the best.
Hopefully it starts fixing itself. Usually after about 20 minutes it starts like being correct. So I don't know. The first 20 minutes of any stream are really obnoxious though. That'll be a small gain. Second and about 6. Second and 5. I don't know. It's always weird because you never know where the spot's going to be put. You're like, well, I mean, it could be a short yard. It could be a short gain. Could be a big gain. It really kind of just depends on how the refs are feeling. Especially when the home team's on offense, you know, the spots are probably going to be a little more favorable, but you're not too sure because maybe like the home ref doesn't like this team. Somebody yelled at him. He's just kind of like pissy and shit. Gonna go with a handoff to Foreman, and he brushes forward, gets a first down, just shy of the 50 to the 49, maybe 48. Again, just kind of spots. Whenever somebody gets a big gain and you don't see it, and it's kind of like a billion different spots where it could be, it's like, yeah, all right, well, we'll just wait and see where they put it. All right, that'll be the 48. What's up, Jacob? How's it going? And if you haven't done so, please consider leaving a like. It really helps the stream out as we're struggling here early on to get anything going. We have yet to get above 5 people. Well, it said 7, so I guess we had 7 at one point, which probably isn't the real number, but you're not looking forward to Sunday. Your kicker went to IR. Oh, Boswell? I mean, you guys are going to lose even without the kicker anyway, so it's not like it. Does that really make that big a difference?
Second and 8. Through the middle this time. Hubbard, gain of 3.
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, that sucks, I guess. And that's, you know, it sucks that he's hurt. But I guess that's the, I don't know. It doesn't seem like devastating news. Not trying to be rude or anything, but it's like, oh no, what are the Steelers going to do? He was winning all their games for that. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like it's, oh no. Third and 4 coming up. How do I think Jeff Saturday will do on the Colts? DJ Moore with the reception. He gets the first down. I have no idea. You know, we don't really know what he's going to be as a coach. Hopefully he does good, right? Hopefully it's not a complete embarrassment. But it doesn't feel good, you know what I mean? It feels like that's like going to be somehow worse than what Dan Campbell's doing in Detroit, but like even worse. Like, it doesn't feel good. Especially since I think he struggles as like a high school football coach, or he struggled. So it's it's a little alarming. But you want him to do good, so more, you know, former players get shots like this and get opportunities to come into the league and be like more direct coaching instead of having to like do the shitty side rules. Even if it just like opens up immediate coordinator gigs rather than just like assistants. 2nd and 5, they're gonna go with the handoff here to Donta Foreman, and that'll be a first. Yeah, I mean he'll probably he'll probably breathe new life into the line. That's 100% for sure. I mean, I'm sure the guys are going to be pretty fired up to play for him for a little while here, like right away. But you know, I just don't know. That line is so goddamn bad, man. It's like it just seems like it's one of them things where, like, yeah, you think like normally you'd be like, oh yeah, a team like this could probably win with a new head coach right away. It's kind of one of them old sayings in the league, if you will. But interim coaches tend to do really well the first game, but it's like, man, they just don't have a line to do well with. And it's not that they can't or they don't want to win, you know. I don't know if they physically can. Yeah, Patriots. Oh, there's an injury. Damn. Those are always the worst. That always just fucking always a guaranteed commercial break coming. And there's a commercial break, and it'll be Graham was injured on the play. T. Graham for the Falcons. It'll be 2nd and 12 at the Atlanta 28. 3-0 Panthers lead with 10:22 to play in the second. So we got most of the second quarter left here to play. Yeah, we're up to 9 likes too, by the way. If you haven't left a like, consider doing so. I appreciate that. Stream's miserable, not going anywhere. What guy? What's up, Vent? You can be like number 10, man. I appreciate it. Woo! Stream's starting to take off now. I didn't get any notifications sent out for this bad boy. We're raw dogging it. I don't know why I didn't get any notifications. I haven't done anything on this channel in 2 days. I've had one video upload. I should have unlimited notifications built up. Bunch of bitch ass fucking YouTube bullshit. I think that's the guy who fumbled without being touched. Oh, Foreman? I don't remember what that was. Sorry. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I tend to not really follow the Panthers too closely. Like, you could tell me they've won their last 2 games, and I'd be like, damn, that's pretty crazy. Good on them. And I just believe that's how they got their 2 and set. Like, you could lie to me about the Panthers. You could be like, you know, in their 2 wins, they've won 70-0. And I'd be like, word? Damn, dude, if they could get some consistency, they'd be the best team. Like, you could trick me with the Panthers, and I'd just full on, I would not doubt you. That's how little I follow it. I just know that they kind of suck. Bad line, fucking bad coaching, kind of a bad quarterback. It's like I can predict they're going to lose almost every game outside their division. And unless they're playing like the Texans. Not to be mean to the Panthers, but like when you're fundamentally built like garbage, it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm just not going to pick you guys. You're the easiest team to just like look at and go, what a mess. The only team I've ever seen defy my logic of a good offensive line is the 2021 Cincinnati Bengals. That's it. They're the only team I've ever seen defy the offensive line rule. That's a false start. That's got to be a false start. He picked up Eckler's fumble, ran it 20 yards, fumbled it, then the Chargers kicked the game-winning field goal. Oh, I don't know if Foreman would have been on the field because technically he was... Oh, wait, you're talking about Falcons player. Oh, Graham. Yeah, Graham. Okay. I thought you were talking about the Chargers, the running back. Yeah, repeat second down. It's going to be 2nd and 17. That was a very bad false start. I was like... They're going to call a false start on that, right? That guy moved like 8 minutes before the ball got snapped. He was just like, by the time the ball snapped, he was already back like this. He's like, who wants it? I'm ready to fucking block on this play. I'm fucking cracking skulls. It's like, dude, no one even hiked the ball yet. What are you doing? Oh, yeah. I forgot. We've got to wait a minute. Like, it's... I appreciate the enthusiasm, dipshit, but like, cause like if you watch that back, he literally just looked like he was way too ready to go. What's up, Shlomo? How's it going, buddy? Right now it's 65 degrees, so it's been a nice day today. But I would imagine it's supposed to be cold this weekend. Let me look. Oh, yeah, in the 30s. It's going to be nice tomorrow at 55, and then 39, 34 on Saturday, Sunday, so not bad. Mountain Dew, it's called steroids. And creatine. Actually, I don't think they're allowed to take any shit like that. Panthers burning time out there. The clock was running down. You're getting 30s also? Yeah, it's going to be cold, dude. It's getting that to be that. Are they really going to a break? Oh, you fucking bitches. Third and 12 at the Atlanta 28 here for the Panthers. They're having a little trouble moving the ball. Whenever I see somebody with the last name Khalil, when they got like whitish skin, I'm like, is that an Arab? That's not a white guy's last name. Kalil. I think so. KHY, I would imagine. I don't know if they're allowed to take creatine and play in the NFL. I'm like, I want to say it is. I think it jacks you up a little bit. No, not Khalil. Khalil, yeah, I was gonna say I know it's Arabic origin, so I don't think that guy I just seen on the screen was a white guy. Like his name was like Matt Khalil. I'm like, yeah, you can be named Matthew all you want, my brother, but we all know that the 12 pillars of Islam are very important to you. You can hide all you want. Just kidding. Can't run from that name, Al Khalil. What's your full name? Like I know what he's up to.
there to take care of anything downfield. See the little pump.
He's getting down on one of them goofy little rugs and praying 5 times a day. What an inconvenience.
He's known for that, but not with this group this year.
Once I figure out what the angle on that whole, rug praying thing is, I'll let you guys know. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't think they've caused any problems down in Dearborn. It's a pretty safe spot in Michigan. They have the occasional flare-up, but what major city in America doesn't? Isn't that crazy how like Michigan has like the biggest amount of fucking Muslims? I think outside of the Middle East, I think Dearborn, Michigan is like the largest single concentration of Muslims, and like Arabic Muslims, and it's crazy. 0 problems. It's almost like only one very specific thing is problematic with that religion, and we know what it is. Yeah. Arabic background because my last name is Klein. I was gonna say that just sounds made up. Kind of sounds like my last name. It's just not like it's just a very common made up sound. But there's actually like there has to be a reason it exists, because like it's such a I common British last name, or like Welsh last name and Dutch last name. It pops up several times. So I think it has real meaning. But it's a commercial break again, by the way. It's 1st and 10 at the Atlanta 3. 1st and 10 at the Atlanta 3. 3-0 Panthers lead. Falcons get the ball with 7:53 to play in the second. 7:53 left in the half. Commercial break. I'll unmute it as soon as I can. Yeah, a lot of what sucks for me is a lot of black people have my last name and I don't know. My family's Dutch and Welsh, so there's like a 80% chance, depending on if we don't got no money now. So like, we spent up all our slaving money if we had any. But yeah, there's a very good, there's like a very common black person last name. It's just like, oh yeah, okay. You'd be like, oh man, that's a little suspicious there, Rob. Do you know your family history? Be like, I don't know. Maybe we've been here since the bitch started. My grandpa has a little badge that says like Sons of the Revolutionary War. No, it's not Johnson. It's one of them ones where because like there's even a spice company attached to the name, and it's just one of them things where you're like, oh fuck, man, that might be. There's a small shot. I don't want to say what it is, but there's a wide receiver on the Packers who has my last name, and that's all I'll say. And then if you can kind of deduce it from that and think about all their, and my last name isn't Daubs or Lazard, just you can kind of figure it all out from, and then you can really think about it and go, oh man, that is weird. That is a very unwhite guy. I barely see anyone white, and if I do see white guys with that last name, they have a certain look to them. Like, and I'm very white. By the way, I look like I might be a descendant of a cracker. I understand this. Especially if you've seen my grandpa and my dad and my brother. We got this like weird, strong gene that runs in the family. I don't think so, because my family's always been poor.
3 right there from 2018.
Yeah, if you figure it out, you can basically deduce that and go, holy crap, yeah, that's not a very, yeah, that's awful suspicious. Your family might have, but it's also like, well, we've never really been known to have any cash, so
you've got Mayfield, you've got
at least as far as I've known, we're not a rich people, so.
Who's been hurt, but you wonder next year who will be the head coach.
And I know my mom's family didn't come until like the 1900s because they got kicked out of England.
The quarterback is liable to be in college.
They tried to kill the royal the current royal family. They tried to overthrow them. Didn't work. They got exiled. I actually am not allowed to go to the United Kingdom. Fun story. If they find out, but my last name's different, so I'd be fine to go. But if they did find out who my family's was, I'm not supposed to be able to go. My mom can't go, for example. Her dad wasn't allowed. Like, they tried once just to go visit and see what it was like over there. Yeah, they weren't allowed in. They were denied like entrance. It was a whole big They had to go fucking like to France for a little while, and just that was their European vacation. Sucks for them. Bunch of fucking terrorists. Yeah, it was like one of the. It was a very, very well done plot where they were hired in as like cooks and shit like that, and they were gonna poison them. But somebody in the family snitched, and they live a pretty good life over in the United Kingdom now because of that. I think their family is still pretty well. Yeah, my great. I think it was just great ancestors wanted to, you know, become kings. I've just missed. I could have been born to a royal mom, but yeah, no, I mean it is. But I think that's not that uncommon. To be very honest with you, I bet you could find a lot of families who have like one or two, like it's like very recent, but not very, where the reason they had to migrate to America was like, well, it's this or we're going to kill you. Our whole family? Yeah, you guys had a whole plot. Well, we haven't done it yet. Yeah, that's how my family got to America.
Remember, he's 320 pounds, plays with such power, gets rid of Dauman, and without that effort right there by the big man.
Here comes another punt. Yeah, exile. Yeah, they got kicked out. Still exiled. That last name, and yeah, my mom's last name used to be different, and then they, for part of punishment, they lost like a bunch of their like last name suffix stuff, or prefix. Yeah, that was a shitty punt. Holy crap. But again, that's kind of the weather. I'm kind of excusing stuff like that. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Atlanta 43. Carolina gets the ball with great field position. 5:26 to play in the second. Commercial break. Unmuted as soon as possible. What's up, Max? Sorry about that. Tonight is officially the last time ever I'm picking the Falcons. Yeah, I don't know if I can pick them. It's like, how in the world does a team that runs the ball as well as the Falcons do? Why are they throwing it like this? It's like shitty weather. It's super windy. It's like slippery ass conditions. All right, guys. I know we have Cordarrelle Patterson and a really complex run game that works very well. We're going to shock them and throw it tonight. Are you sure? That's what I mean. Like, the Panthers suck against the run. It's not like they like it's like, wow, I don't know. Joe Mixon put up 5 fucking touchdowns against these guys. You'd think that they would, you know, if you're the Falcons, you'd be like, well, we should probably run the ball, especially since we're one of the better running teams literally in the NFL. I think even with their shit record, I think they're like top 5 of running teams. Like, it's like, dude, what do you guys, it's like the Bears. It's like, why aren't they running? Get out of here, faggot. I said flag it, by the way, so you can't get me, weirdo. I'm gonna marry your mom and then ground you. Take away your phone and smash it, and tell all your friends that you're a bot spammer on YouTube. Is that how you want to get found out? And if you're a foreigner, I'll marry your fucking mom and give her citizenship, and then not let her send you any money. So you just suffer in your poor shithole country while your mom lives a good life with me in America. I'll take good care of her too. And all you'll wonder is like, damn, why doesn't she love me anymore? She chose this random American guy over us. And I'll just be like, forget them. You don't need to worry about them. They suck. They have a collective IQ of 70. Don't worry, baby. We can have a smart American baby. And then I'll get her pregnant and leave her, and then get her deported. And I'll get to keep my baby, even though I'll get rid of that. Put it up for adoption. In like a poor state like Missouri. So that way it doesn't even grow up loved or in a good spot. It's just like it's growing up in Mississippi or Missouri. You really want that for your future brother, half brother or sister? You better back the fuck off and doing that on my channel. I don't even know why. That was weird. That wasn't even funny after a second. I didn't even make myself laugh. That just felt shitty. Like I went too long with it.
Veterans Day, which is tomorrow, and Veterans Week, as they start this drive after a 29.
Apologize.
Punt. Ricci making.
Yeah, it like there was like a moment where it was funny, and then I was like, I'm gonna make it even funnier, and then it just didn't get any funnier. It's just like he fumbled it.
His start in coaching in the National Football League, and of course, Coy, Joe's son, passed away this week. Suddenly, the whole.
That's all right. We learn. We learn what we learn. Anyway, 2nd down and 8. What's up, Trey? How's it going? Watching this poo-poo awful fucking game going on. 2nd, oh, that's offsides. Oh, touchdown Panthers. Who caught that? Who's number 15? I don't know who that is. That was crazy. They just missed a tackle and a bunch of guys slipped trying to tackle him. LaVisca? Oh yeah, Chenault just scored then. The only other good player they got on this team. He just whoomp, and then a bunch of guys slipped trying to get him. Three guys slipped trying to get him. That's hilarious. Wait till you guys see what happened with number who was that? There were 2 guys who just fell out. Ka-chink. That was a fun 32, and another guy just slipped right on the ground. Nothing made him slip either. They just fell. That's how wet and shitty it is. I think he might have just missed. Oh, Gano hit it barely. Oh, draft picks and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, neither of these 2 teams are really going to mess with you if they lose or win. I guess the Panthers winning would kind of alleviate stress. 10-0 Panthers after the touchdown. 4:34 to play in the second. 4:34 to play here in the second quarter. Commercial break here yet again. Kind of a common theme of this game. Yeah, we'll see how things pick up. Falcons need to do something here. Maybe they'll start running it. What do you guys think? Yeah, I don't. You know what the thing is? The viewership is down a little bit, but I'm also wondering, is that less to do with my channel is just not doing very good, or is it like, I don't know if anyone is really a Panthers or a Falcons fan. I don't know any Panthers fans. I'll be I know 0 of them. I know people from North Carolina, and I know 0 goddamn Panthers fans. They just. And the Falcons, they're one of them teams where, like, unless they win, you don't see their fans. They have like a secret hideout or something. No, I genuinely, like, Falcons fans don't congregate outside of their very specific niche hangout spots. Because the second they do show up, they know exactly what's going to come their way. The second they say something, they could be talking about them playing the Panthers, they could be talking about how they're going to come back in the second half and everything. And then some shitty fucking fans could be like, yeah, 28-3, motherfucker. And then the Falcons fan just feels, because what is he supposed to say? What do you, like, you can't still, like, it's been almost 10, it's been what, 7 years? And they still have nothing to say. That's the worst part. Like, it still shuts them right down. Like, anytime a Falcons fan is getting fresh with you, just be like, hey, remember 28-3? And then they just go. That's because they don't say anything usually. They just. Yeah, until they literally win a Super Bowl, they don't get to not have that. They can't. It's one of them things where it's like, boy, you guys would have just been better to lose in a blowout. Would have been better if you guys just never tried. What do you mean? We don't really make fun of Peyton Manning that bad for his Super Bowl blowout. It's funny that he got blown out 45-6 to Seattle. But, like, again, what's worse? Getting blown out or losing like the Falcons did? I'm telling you, you'd rather get blown out than ever lose the way the Falcons did. Or how about you lose a 1-score game and you just were just that close? Oh. Or get blown out. Again, I'd rather just get my ass kicked. Maybe I'm in a extreme minority. Why did this go back so far in the reset? Oh, boy. I have to. Why? What the fuck? Why does this do this? It just like mega resets it, so I'm like way far off of the broadcast now. Like I'm still seeing the kickoff. Like that's broke. now I'm super far behind. Now nobody's gonna want to. This fucking retarded, dude. I'm so angry right now. I could literally punch the fuck out of something. Thoughts on the Jim Saturday hire? Pretty solid. I don't know. Could be good. Could be good. Could be bad. I have no idea how it's gonna go. He could be a good coach. He could be a bad coach. There is absolutely nothing to base it on. Anybody who's like, he's going to be bad or he's going to be good is kind of retarded because they don't know. Even he doesn't know. I like the way he's like, I don't know how it's going to go. And it could be good. Could be bad. Could be Jim Caldwell, but worse. Or it could be like Dan Campbell, but worse. He could be a savant. Like it's like if there's any two positions I trust in football outside of like, especially on maybe just offensively, because defense, it's like you want to trust your linebacker, your safety, a corner. You can trust your DNs, your defensive tackle. Defense is a little weird. It kind of varies depending on the defense, but on any offense, you should probably 100% be able to trust your quarterback or center to be like competent on like commanding. Oh fuck, what is Mariota doing? Mariota, why are they still throwing it? See what I mean? Why don't they run it? Like 18 flags on that play and it's picked off anyway. All of those are holding flags, by the way. Yeah, I don't just necessarily disagree, KHY, but it's also like, why are they throwing it like this? It's not like they're playing a team that can stop the run. Just run it. We watched a worse offensive line. Actually, they shouldn't be worse offensive line. But that was a bad pick by Mariota. Yeesh. Dude, they committed so many holdings. The refs were throwing their hats at these dudes.
Horn gets the pick, and the Panthers up by
What was that, like 7 fucking holding penalties by the Falcons on one play? Good lord. Did you guys see that shit? Did you see how many flags flew in on that? How many holding? And every single one of them flags were against the Falcons. Not a single one was on the Panthers on that play. Oh, good God. Well, it looks like I'm starting this week 0-1. Can I do a halftime adjustment? I didn't know that the Falcons were going to be retarded today. I didn't know that they, were going to play without one of their chromosomes or an extra chromosome, depending on how you want to think about it. They could be a mutant or just a like overly developed person. But yeah, they're clearly playing with a lot missing today, and I didn't realize that it was not really players, just their balls, their brains. Maybe halftime they'll get it going. Anyway, 2nd and 5 here coming up.
Had 118 yards and 3 touchdowns, so he likes going up against this Atlanta defense, and he's only going to get better the more touches he gets.
See what they want to run. They're in an I formation. They're going to send a guy in motion. He lines up. 2 guys bottom screen. They're going to go with the handoff. And they get 3rd and 1. Maybe. That would have been a first. Nah, 3rd and 1. Not a Ritter fan? Yeah, I don't know about Ritter.
He actually turned his focus to his trucking company, Foreman Transports, but he'd promised his dad that if
Did you guys hear about was it Jason or Shane Verrett for the 49ers, their corner? Like his name is like one of like 7 different names, but like it's like Shane Verrett or Vereen or something fucking like that. He tore his ACL at practice yesterday. Yeah, he's like their best corner too. So I'm like, I don't know if I could pick the 49ers this week now. God damn it. How much Jason Verrett, that's what it was. 2 Achilles, 2 ACLs, serious shoulder injuries. God damn, dude. I guess he might not be one of their better players then if he's got all that going on. Well, I mean, he's good when he's able to play. He just gets a couple hours every so often. Also, if you're Josh Allen, you may want to just consider getting that Tommy John surgery done. Because until he does, every time something bad happens with his arm, like if it bounces weird off a turf, there's a very good shot that that UCL is going to get sprained again and again and again. It's one of them things where once there's the damage to it, it's very much understood you should just get the full-on repair of it. 2-minute warning here at the Atlanta 28. 2nd and 6 at the Atlanta 28 for the Panthers. It'll be their ball. 2-minute warning. Panthers have 2 timeouts. Falcons have all 3. But yeah, like as we've grown to study and understand more of how the UCL works, the ligament in the elbow that requires Tommy John when damaged. Especially because of baseball, we've known that, and that's why you've probably seen an increase in the regularity of like Tommy John. It's because like even like slight damage, they're like, all right, fucking just do it, because it's like it's much easier just to do it, get it over with, because it's never going to heal or it's going to tear. One of those things. The big advantage for Josh is he's not like a pitcher, so like he can get a lot of downtime. But it's like, man, one weird fucking angle, one bad fucking hit on it. Ugh. No, I don't blame him. Because again, like it's one of them things you can have it heal a little bit, but like the second it gets irritated again, it's going to be another fucking sprain. It's just like one of them, like no matter what the injury, it's always going to be bad with his elbow until he gets it fixed. Like this, the way he got hit, it should probably not even hurt anymore. Like it probably should, it probably doesn't even bother him until he starts throwing things and like starts extending the elbow out. Again, him not being in baseball is pretty helpful, but like it's like, oh man, it's like a ticking time bomb injury when it starts, because it's torn. It like that's basically like when you see a sprain, since his is mild, it's just like a light tearing that'll heal over. But like, boy, oh boy, you don't want it to start. Like that UCL is such a weird injury. I see Matt down. Yeah, 11.5 sacks. No. He has way more than 9. He's at 11.5. And he's on pace to get 22 sacks. Sheesh. He picked up 3 sacks over the Colts last weekend. It was pretty crazy. Patriots are one of the best teams in sacks and getting pressures this year. We've changed up our defensive philosophy a little bit. Yeah. I don't know. Judon is leading the league in the position they play in. They both play the same position. But I know Micah typically covers tight ends in coverage too, so I'll give him his credit. Judon's typically just a pass rush guy, so, you know, we don't really use him for much else. Whereas Micah will drop and cover tight ends quite often and running backs.
Like a big drive for the Atlanta defense to try to hold Carolina to a field goal attempt.
And he pass rushes, so it does a multiples of things. The Patriots schemes like have the safeties cover tight ends, so there's kind of like a difference there.
To start the second half. So Carolina looking for that 2-for-1 in Atlanta.
Anyway, what do we got?
Tonight, 131 yards on the ground.
Panthers are running at will. They got 131 yards tonight.
Per carry.
They average 105 a game.
Carolina with 161 total yards, and Atlanta with 50.
Isn't TJ Watt supposed to be back this week, Nathan? I only hope his Watt is so good. I only hope his Watt is so good. The defense can't even be. Oh, and they get him pretty quickly here. That'll be no gain. And it'll be 4th down. They'll have to kick a field goal.
Meanwhile, rushing, and we're seeing that tonight. It's back, entering week 10.
Tomlin's never beat the Saints. Who cares? He's playing. Season's over. That's true. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I have to go grab something.
121 apiece for each team per game. Highest run percentage for Chicago with Justin Fields, 60%. Atlanta, 58% is next. And those are the records with the teams that run the most.
I think it's a combination of having more athletic quarterbacks, not just design run, but quarterbacks that take off and improvise and help their running games is number one. And the other thing, I think you talk to more and more offensive coordinators around this league. Right now, A lot of defenses playing with a too high shell. Cover 2 is the answer. Avoid the explosives, give up the running game, and I think you're seeing more and more teams have to be able to run the football.
Pinheiro now a 49-yard attempt, made a 46-yarder with a doink for the first points of the game. And this time inside the right upright and through. 13-0, and we are back in 30 seconds.
Everyone is ready for Monday Night Football.
You already know what time it is.
Because you have to be ready for an NFC East clash.
You take advantage of the moment.
Washington is set to take command.
Remember what we do and why we do it.
While the Eagles are determined to stay undefeated.
Sorry about that.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Oh, God damn it.
Washington Commanders meet the Eagles.
Always goddamn commercials, dude. I'm back now. I'll rack up the stacks. Not going to give the entire team. I mean, he might. Panthers better win. I mean, they're in good position. They're up 13-0. If I remember right, they get the ball at halftime too, right? Doing good, Kenny. How you doing? Anyway, 1:47 to play left in the half. Both the Falcons have one timeout. And we'll see what they do with the ball when the game comes back on.
Eric Brown and his
Oh, it's back on.
defense, man, the big guy has been an enforcer. We knew coming in it'd be a tough matchup for Atlanta's offensive line, the center and the left guard especially. But you could see him using his hands.
All right.
The development and the growth.
By the way, if you haven't left a like, consider doing so. It'll help the stream out quite a bit.
Looked at him as a potential bust.
Get a few more people up in here and all that.
Very early in the draft and thought he could be an Aaron Donald. Jonathan Allen.
Stream starting to pick up a little bit here. Anyway, 1st and 10 at the 25.
Then he is a 3 technique.
Atlanta. Mariota throws across the middle. That'll be complete. And that'll be a big-ass hit. Jesus Christ. What are they throwing flags for?
Flags come in as he was popped by Xavier Woods. So London, their top draft pick out of USC, makes the grab for 13. Here's Adrian Hill.
Yeah, what the hell was that? Unnecessary roughness. I guess they're going to say dropped his head a bit.
Terry McCauley, come on in here, Terry.
That's fucking, I don't know about that one. That's not a helmet. He didn't lead with his helmet. I mean, he dropped his shoulder for sure. But I thought you were allowed to lower your shoulder into a hit.
How quickly Mariota got the ball out of his hands. That's his game.
From the 46.
Anyway, Falcons run it, and they get about 5 or 6 yards there on first down, so it'll be 2nd and short coming up.
Williams picking up about 6 on the play, 2nd down.
We're going to go no huddle here.
Got 3 backs that they can use. Here's the 4th one in Williams. Good quickness, can catch the ball out of the backfield there.
How did the stream like fall so far behind? It was literally like a play behind like the actual thing. I feel like I'm way behind. That's what I thought. 2nd down coming up.
Atlanta has to take its last timeout.
Atlanta took a timeout. Yeah, okay. I thought my this got way behind somehow. I didn't know how the fuck it did that. That's annoying when it does that.
Watched him kind of blitz to the inside. They just lost him.
All of a sudden I'm watching. I'm like, it never even buffered. How the fuck did they? How did it get behind? How is that even doable? What, did I get an extra commercial slipped in there that I just didn't notice? Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think I'm back in now, right? 2nd and 5. We're like halfway. I think we're done with the timeout. Avery Williams stats just popped up on the screen. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Just suddenly I was just way behind. I was like, dude, this feels weird.
No timeouts. 5 plays on this drive, 58 yards. Patterson is
Anyway, 2nd and 5. Ball's at the 17.
Now flanked by Patterson.
Yeah, I'm really good at short field. I just fucking around the 50. I can't ever tell where I'm at. Down at the 15. And that works. There we go. Probably in sync with most everybody watching, depending on. They're going to hurry it up here. Atlanta, I think they might be trying to get him to jump. And they spike it, and that'll bring up the field goal unit.
I
do too.
You
I
got
mean,
Pitts.
Should be a field goal try. Should be probably good. But I mean, the weather's kind of shitty, so
Try to just, take a 50.
I mean, we'll see.
And then kick the field.
This could make it a 10-point game before the half.
Who one of the best in the league. Long this year.
Kind of shitty ass weather, though. I don't know about all this. I wonder if they're gonna call timeout.
33 yards.
The Panthers.
Trying to get them on the board before they go to the locker room.
There go that young ho. Yeah, he is.
Who bangs it through?
But
And
I mean, it's not like Atlanta has much better. You know, it's kind of just what they got to choose from right now. Is Marcus Mariota or some rookie. He's not a bad guy or anything, like a bad person, but he's kind of, just not that great of a quarterback. Like, you have to stop and think, like, all right, if you believe that, do you want him as your team's quarterback? If the answer is no, then it's probably like, all right, well, then okay. Unless you got like an established ass quarterback like Mac Jones, Mahomes, Josh Allen, you probably don't really want to move around on your quarterbacks. See if anyone catches that. I don't think anyone's going to. I'm going to start normalizing putting Mac Jones in with the conversation of the great quarterbacks of this league. And no one's going to stop me. I'll never be challenged on this. And then one day when I am challenged on this, I'll be like, no, everybody agrees that he's in conversation with these people. I always mention him with them and no one ever says anything. So. So I think of quarterbacks like Mahomes, Allen, Rodgers, Brady, Peyton Manning. Mac Jones does kind of fit in there. How does Young Ho sound like Young Way? I think it's because auto captions don't really like to put like the words like ho in there. And if it's auto captions, it's because my voice doesn't really pick well with auto captions for some reason. Youngway is the correct pronunciation. Probably because somehow in the Chinese or whatever language I think he's Chinese, right? Could be Korean. It's like there's like a specific looking Korean and Chinese that look very, very, very similar. And it's very hard to tell. And I think there's also like Laos people who kind of look like that too. And it's like, oh, fuck, this is difficult. Because when I see a lighter skinned Asian person, I'm like, oh, there's a good chance they're South Korean or Japanese. But I can't really tell with Young Hoku. But I'm sure whatever language he's from, whatever where his parents are from, where he's from, I'm not really sure. I think probably HOE is pronounced way. That's my it just comes out weird in English. It's just like, well, it spells ho. And he was like, oh, damn. That's not how that's said. But they come from a language where they put all the their language is typically written as letters and symbols and shit, so, sometimes seeing that come out in like actual words is probably pretty fucking crazy. They're like, that's what that says? What the fuck? We were just making shit up. Pretty solid. How's it going for you? Everything going good? Getting in any fist fights in the hallway? I'm not. That'd be pretty funny though. See a fist fight in college. This shit would be fucking degenerate. Hey, what are you guys fighting for, huh? Like, what? You know, you're both gonna go to jail and probably get expelled, right? Like, good job, retards. Oh, that's good to hear. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. Hey, we're up to 14 likes, by the way. I appreciate that. That's very kind of everybody. Helps stream out tremendously, so thank you. Thank you. Boring as halftime. One of the most struggle streams I think this channel's ever had to put on. Yeah, it's well, I mean, you know, fucking I mean, when you've been putting him with like garbage quarterbacks and you know, last year he was the only weapon they had to work with. Damn, it's down to 2 people. Where the fuck is everybody going? He's not covering the game anymore. Yeah, it's halftime, retard. Like, what? Where is the fuck happened? Oh, now it's back. Oh, it's just doing that thing again. Or it just makes up a number. It's like, 1 now. All right, now it's 5. 1 person watching again. Now it's 0. The number is a secret. We'll never tell. It's like, why does it have to be a secret? It's more fun that way. No, it's not. Well, you don't like not know. You like knowing? Yeah. Helps me out knowing if the stream's doing good. Nah, that's not fun. Okay. It's all very confusing for me. Stupidest fucking thing I've ever had to deal with. What is this shit? But I don't know what the fuck I'm looking. Who is this? Is this like some random black dude from Atlanta getting a jersey? And some guy named Kane. I don't understand what the fuck that was, because I don't have any sound up, but that looked really awkward. Some black country singer and a black guy getting a Falcons jersey. That was, I don't know what I don't know what that was. That was really weird by Amazon. Or it could have been completely normal and I just don't know who anybody is. But boy, oh boy, was that moment without any words. It was real tense looking. Whoever it was, they had the name Big Tony on the back. So I guess his name is Anthony or something. He was really tall, so I guess, you know, the name's kind of funny. Kind of right on the, kind of like a retarded person. That's Big Frank. Like, oh, good job. That's a great nickname for a fat guy named Frank. Why not Small Frank? Tiny. At least be contradictory. I don't know what to talk about. I'm going to be honest with you. It's been like a so weirdly slow NFL news. Other than like Frank Wright getting fired and then Jeff Saturday getting hired. That's it. That's like the whole news all week. It's been one of the weirder, like, yeah, nothing's happening kind of weeks. Now, you know, it's always kind of like, I guess we could talk about Josh Allen's elbow some more. How do you guys think Jeff Saturday's gonna do? You know what I mean? There's like 3 stories. And once I've already kind of, you know, said that, like, I have no idea how Saturday. Like, I guess I can give my real thoughts of Saturday. I don't think he's going to do good, and I don't think it's necessarily his fault. I think it's more the fault of the GM. Until they, like, I don't know, I think they got to fire the GM in Indy and, like, just kind of rebuild it. That line is fucking bad. Yeah, the Packers picked up Abram. That's a good signing. If he can get back to what he could have been. Or just decides to start playing up to what he could be. I mean, he could just do that. He should be a better player than what he's been doing. So, what are we almost back from halftime? They're going over electric moments in the game, so we'll see. I don't know if he was that bad. I think it just, like, I don't think he gave a fuck. It's kind of like Kadarius Toney in New York. Was he bad, or did he just not, like, want to be there? Misused? Safeties can be really quickly misused. Like Jamal Adams over in Seattle for a while there when he was kind of like, he fell off, but it was like, hey, maybe Seattle used him right, and then they started using him right, like more in like the box and letting him play against the run, against the pass, like, you know what I mean, like letting him kind of be more of a box safety than a fucking coverage safety. It's like, whoa, he's way better. It's like, yeah, it's like, don't misuse players. It's like, why the hell did Nnamdi Asomugha fail when he left the Raiders and went to the Eagles? Because they put him in the wrong spot. And they went, wow, this guy isn't as good as what we thought he was supposed to. Yeah, because you're not using him right. No, that doesn't fit our defense. Yeah, so change it. What are you doing, dipshit? Why did you go sign him then? If he doesn't fit your defense at what he does best. And that's the kind of shit the Jets do, by the way. Or at least we're doing for a very long time. Like, the Jets would go sign a bunch of, like, these primo players year after year. Because, again, the Jets market is very alluring, right? It's a good sell. You can get a lot of good, like, endorsements and sponsorships playing there in New York. A lot of good opportunity outside of the field. So you could see why a place like the Jets, and they have a lot of money. Like, the Jets are an interesting team, but like they just like sign every good player they can instead of like, hey, let's like craft a certain defense and sign players that fit our scheme needs rather than let's go get the 3 best available defensive ends. How does that help? We'll figure it out. All right, let's go sign 3 of the best corners. They all play a different style defense. Who gives a shit? We can just cram them in there. We just make it all work. That's, if you don't think that's been their plan, go look at the way they sign people. But like they'll like literally will sign like 2 of the best corners in a off season, and they play, one plays man and the other plays zone. It's just like, what are you doing? Like, what is your defense? Both. Why are you paying them both then this kind of fucking wild money then? Oh, we needed to. Or they'll like have a run, like a passing team, and then go sign a bunch of offensive linemen that run block. And it's just like, what are you guys doing? We had to get these good linemen. Yeah, but like none of them fit your fucking run first offense. What are you fucking retards doing? We're building a team. We're getting the best players. That's not how you build a team. If that's how you built the team, then, you know, that's how everyone would do it. There wouldn't probably be that many. Like, all the rich teams would be great. Sometimes just think that's how the Jets managed to be, like, if you go look at, that's how basically the Jets ran that football team for a better part of almost 20 years. How's Atlanta losing? Their offense sucks. And Atlanta has decided, you know how we run the ball really well here in Atlanta? And everyone's like, yeah, you guys are pretty solid. You have like this crazy, like, smart running game. Yeah, we decided that's gay, and we're not doing that today. It's like raining. It's all shitty out. What do you guys mean? Yeah, they're never going to expect us to throw the ball. Yeah, but I don't think they could stop you even if you said you were going to run it every play and then did run it every play. They gave up like 9 touchdowns to her. Yeah, we're going to pass it. They'll never see it coming. And we'll win this game by shock. I swear to God, that's Atlanta's game plan. It like actually feels like it somewhat. That'll be a touchback, 1st and 10 at the 25 for the Panthers. You got to at least admit a little bit, it does feel like the Falcons came in here thinking, let's shock the world and throw the ball. It just hasn't worked. Well, I think they're in the middle of a hurricane or like a tropical storm down in Carolina. Or like they have some like really wild-ass weather going on off the coast. I said that weird. I can't say going on off the coast without like one of the words coming out like in a weird cadence.
Protect the ball, don't turn it away, don't turn it over. We're able to get one takeaway, and hopefully we can get some more in the second.
All right, here.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
First and 10 at the 25 eventually. Can we see the play? Just one play, please. Oh, thank you. Walker throws, and he's got a wide open. No, ball out. Picked up by the Falcons. Number 54 with the pickup.
Coming back the other way and out of bounds goes Evans.
Yeah, we are. I'm in South Carolina, and it's raining pretty. Okay, it is a hurricane or a tropical storm. And as long as there isn't any penalties, that's going to be a fumble on Marshall Jr. That ball got popped clean the fuck out. What, are they going to take it away?
And here it is.
Grabbed. Oh, yep, okay. He picks it up, and then, bow! Let's see if they're going to call that complete. He did technically pull up field. Look, he pulls up field and makes, dude, I don't know. He kind of starts shifting the ball. Like, that little move he made indicating upfield, I don't.
After true discussion, it was determined that it is an incomplete pass.
Oh, incomplete pass. I'm challenging that. You got to challenge.
Necessary roughness against the passing team, number 12. That penalty will be enforced from the previous spot with loss of down. It will be second down.
All right, so the penalty is on.
Yeah, if you're the Falcons, challenge that shit. Especially since the penalty isn't on you. Hell yeah, challenge that one. Cause that move, he makes this like weird stutter stuff, like he's going up, like he's about to start going upfield. I thought there was like this weird thing where it's like that could be counted as possession, but I guess third and 22 or second and 22 isn't the worst outcome.
So it's a half the distance penalty, so it's second down and.
So it'll be second and 22. Ball's at the 12 or 13 yard line, I guess. They're gonna hand it off, and he gets a couple. All right, actually, he gets quite a few. It'll be like third and 16. No, I think you can challenge receptions like that. You'd be challenging that the ball was that he had possession, not anything else. I think the league also looks at those kind of things just so teams don't have to challenge those. I'm pretty sure New York just sends a quick message like, "Nah, that's not a completion." On a play like that, New York would quickly get involved because it's one of them things where it's like, yeah, that needs to be looked at really quick. So yeah, more than likely it was probably challenged in real time. Like, because again, remember how the league has the authority this year to kind of just watch all the games and kind of go like, if a ref makes a bad call, they can just kind of like radio in, yeah, change that call. And then they can put it away, and then the refs go, yeah, we're changing the call. That was an actual incomplete pass. You've seen that probably a few times this year, and you're probably like, who the fuck challenged that? The league just called in and said, nah, that was not the right call. And almost every time this year, that's been a beautiful thing when they've done it. I will give the NFL some kudos. They're trying to get these calls right. And I will say, as long as the refs actually adhere to like letting the play happen and then just challenging the fucking fumble or turnover at the end or the score like they're supposed to, I think they can. Again, they've been doing a better job than normal. They're still kind of garbage, and they're still very sensitive about like roughing the passer, but that's not their fault. That's literally the league. They'd probably get fired if they were any more lax about it than they already are. Oh, Patterson got caught. Fumble at the one against the Cowboys. They were confused why Dan didn't challenge. You can't challenge. You can't challenge straight up turnovers. Those are automatically reviewed. The league reviews them, and then the game people are sent. Like it's auto review. It's not even one of them things where it's like, well, who's no? It clicks in an auto thing at the league, and they look at it with like a giant. It's auto reviewed. Any turnover or scoring play is 100% automatically reviewed by the league. The league just looks at it and goes, "Yep, that's a fumble," or it goes, "Nope, that's not a fumble." It's the easiest way to, you know how, like, oh shit, Mariota gets by. Oh, there's a flag though.
Good run and then taken out of bounds there, but got away from
Fucking Falcons players trying to get a flag on that. Come on. Really? Because he accidentally tumbled with Mariota to the ground because it's slippery? No. You don't get roughing the passer on that, or unnecessary roughness on that one. It's not how that works. Holding on the defense. Wow.
That 5-yard penalty will be added to the result of the play on that first down.
and that is Horn.
Yeah, just downfield.
On J.C. Horn.
That's all you have. He
That's going to put it all the way to the Carolina, like, 35-yard line.
on him who can match
Holy shit. That was a big run by Mariota.
reality.
Yeah, there's the hold right there.
Move forces Horn to react.
Oh, that's what they called?
Waste. And now you get Atlanta. Remember, Mariota told us when we get first downs is where we like to get.
These refs are calling some of the, like, the chintziest penalties in this game. Holy shit. Did you see how much that hold was? He, like, grabbed his shoulder kind of for, like, a microsecond. You might as well have just called that PI. like, what the hell kind of call was that?
By Caleb McGarry, who was their first round.
Good run by Patterson to pick up a first down, and here comes the rain. It's pouring down. Yeah, hey, Atlanta, now run it. You have a super run team. Maybe it's time to quit throwing it and fucking run this football. It's almost like they forgot about that at halftime. They're like, what can we do? And then somebody went, Coach, we know how to run. And he went,
First round draft choices.
oh, shit, I forgot about that. Yeah, okay, we're going to run it this half.
Second and 1. They spot him just
Hey, you think that's a good idea there, Arthur Smith? You fucking dibshit. 2nd and 1.
Algier is the back.
They tried to get him to jump, didn't happen, and they run it again, and they get the first, and a lot more.
First down and a few.
Yeah, it's really confusing why they didn't do this earlier. Like, I'm like, huh. Another flag on the play.
6-yard
That might be holding.
That'll tell you
Might be a shit call, though. These refs are calling a lot of fucking weird bad calls on either team. Like that hold on J.C. Horn. Now they're just calling holds. Now this one's a hold on Atlanta. Poor Atlanta. Probably wasn't a hold either, just like J.C. Horn's wasn't.
backup tight end.
I guess it's equal now, right?
Trying to set the edge.
Oh, no, that's a hold.
He did everything he could.
That's 100% a hold. Yeah, that's like a bad hold. It's like a, yo, bro, you're going to get called every single time you do that.
So it was
Yeah, he was like holding his hand, basically. He's like, hey, get back here. I want to cuddle. He was like trying to hug his stomach, and that's some suspect behavior by number 66 there. I like Arthur Smith. How the fuck was that holding? I don't know. He literally was bear hugging the guy, Arthur. Calm the fuck down.
it was second
You know it was holding, dude.
and 1.
Weirdo.
So they have to get to the
Oh, that was what. Okay, he was freaking out about something else.
Should be the 38-yard line is where that ball should
Hey,
be
uh-oh.
right now.
Wait, you know what's nice about having this on Amazon now?
It should be
They don't go away when the coach is having a freak out. And boy, does Arthur Smith have some of the most readable lips in all of pro sports. Jesus Christ. Are you fucking kidding me?
the 35-yard line.
How is that fucking holding? He gets emotional when he drops an F-bomb. His whole face gets into it. His eyes get big and shit.
Brian Burns.
Damn, dude.
Creative.
Arthur, you might want to cover your mouth up when you start swearing a little bit. You're gonna get fined one day for that. That's
Head coach.
he just said fuck too. He's like fuck.
Foul the play for illegal use of the hands.
Okay. So
I like when you could tell somebody's clearly not having a good moment.
Holding call occurred around the 20.
But boy, he's speaking real fucking clearly too. You can read them lips.
Now they're actually.
Glad he covers his face up when he talks, because like other teams would be able to steal their plays with ease. 3rd and 9 coming up for the Falcons.
right. The ball, they have
They better just look at his lips, dude. They're gonna run a blue 32.
just outside the 27, as you can see with the yellow line. 3rd and 9.
Oh, run it, throw it, throw it. Ah, he's out of bounds. Had to bring up 4th and long.
So 4th and long.
Falcons good drive, stalled out on a for some reason. I mean, they committed a bunch of penalties. Well, that sucks. I'm going 0-1 to start the week off. I really thought I could depend on the Falcons. Guess we're gonna have to institute the old rule if they're gonna lose this game.
And then chases Mariota who again is just
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't throw it. Throw it. Throw it away. 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 He could have thrown it away the entire time I'm saying throw it away. He could have threw it away, and he didn't need to lose 8 yards. It's like, dude, just throw it away. The play's over.
Fourth punt of the night.
No, I guess the sack actually was probably pretty good because it allows him. Actually, yeah, not a bad sack. Now that I think about it, they just downed the ball at the 2-yard line. That's a pretty good shot at a safety coming up. That's. I guess it worked out. I mean, they wouldn't have been able to hit the field goal in this weather. I mean, let's be honest. Do you think that they would have actually been able to kick? I think they're going against the rain right now. Like, I think they're running into it, like against it, so like, or into it. So I think they don't have like the kicking advantage. So unless they were within like 20 yards, I don't think they were going to try and kick that bitch anyway. Yeah, it's one of them things where it's like, nah, in this kind of weather, you just don't, not a long one. Not anything, like if it's not under like 30 yards, it's probably, if you're not you know what I mean, 30 or 4 above, it's probably not worth it. Also, because you could probably just slip and get really hurt. It's like, this isn't kicker weather. This is hopefully you got a good running game weather. Sorry, I haven't had my dinner yet today. Well, I did. I had spaghetti at like 4 o'clock because I was really hungry. And right before the stream started, I was like, I really want to eat some chicken. So I cooked a little bit of chicken too. Sorry about that noise. The chewing noise. It's a commercial break right now, by the way. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Carolina 2 at 10:46 to play in the third. Carolina leads 13-3. The Panthers ball at their own 2. How they're going to get out of the end zone, we'll see. So everyone having a good night? Hopefully. Chilling. It's like 60 degrees where I live, so I'm enjoying the fact that it's still hot outside, despite, you know, relatively hot outside for the time of year. I could go out in a hoodie and sweatpants and be pretty comfortable tonight. I'm loving it. I'm glad that the world's heating up. No, they made a 4th John Wick movie. That's hilarious. My dad will be pretty excited. He likes the John Wick series. I don't even know if he likes John Wick or if he's just a huge, a very huge like Keanu Reeves fan. Like he's like Keanu Reeves became his favorite actor back in the Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. He's like, yeah, I've been a fan of him since he was like Theodore S. Logan. It's like, Jesus, dude, you even got like, how much have you seen that movie? That it's like that's. But yeah, that's his one of his favorite actors. Yeah. Then he did The Matrix, and he's like, "Oh, this kicks ass." Because one of my dad's favorite movies is The Matrix. He's not sure if it's because Keanu's Neo or if it's just he really likes The Matrix. It's a 1-yard loss on the play. They're gonna be there's a flag on the play. That might be a safety. That might be a penalty in the end zone here.
Now you got him a holding call.
Holding. Uh-oh.
Now you got him a holding call. No, I don't think it's in the end zone.
Yeah, he's not sure which one it is. He's like, you know, the Pats have a bye week this week. In week 11, they play the Jets again. Where does Ekwonu commit this penalty?
Just jump in that gap.
Oh, dude, that's a safety.
It's really close.
Who's he calling on here?
That should be a safety. Oh, he's just out of the end zone when he does it, dude. Oh, man. I'm talking like, well, I know how close they just were to getting safety.
Holding offense, number 79. That penalty's declined. Second down.
All right, he takes the down.
That close. I'm talking
Half a yard.
Yeah, what do you? You're asking for
that close.
12 inches.
Like if his foot was like an inch in a different spot, they just got safetied. Like it's like that would be a safety. And they declined the penalty too. Very smart. 2nd down and 10. Don't give them up. As long as they don't get anything more outside of that too, yeah, just keep them in there and keep the downs short. Ah, damn it. I love safeties. They're one of my favorite things in football. So I'm like always like super hyped up when somebody's by the goal line. All right, so they get a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9 at the 3. Or one of my next favorite super plays could potentially be coming. Block punt in the end zone.
He's helping Ekwonu stay consistent and patient.
The Icky Whisperer. Having nothing to do with Icky Woods. 3rd and 9.
Oh, they got just enough room there.
The punt group will have a little bit of
The most exciting play in football.
gets the ball out to the 8-yard line.
The Hail Mary.
6.
No, it's not. Yeah, actually, 2-point conversion or the Hail Mary.
They're able to pin Carolina with Bradley Pena's punt, and then the defense does their job. They should get outstanding field position here.
Johnny Hecker, this will be his 3rd punt.
It's always game-ending plays.
52 and
But if you're talking about like most like, can I have a caveat? Is it like overall, or is it like where it's like not clearly like a game? Oh, that's gonna be a penalty. Like not clearly like a game-winning kick or something. Like should it not be a game-winning play?
again, the man averaging 20 yards per punt return.
Because if it is, then it's like, you know, like game-winning field goal, game-winning walk-off touchdown. They're like 6, 7. Everything in their power to try to block that kick. Jesus Christ. No game-winning kicks. Fourth down conversion. Yeah, the kicker somehow didn't get hurt, but the Reese was injured on the play. Oh, it's Johnny Hecker. That's why. I didn't know their punter was Johnny Hecker. The punt return. Yeah, punt returns are exciting. I'm not a big fan of punt and kick returns, though. Like, personally, I just think everybody gets hurt too much. But I really like 4th down plays. And 2-point conversion. I guess 2-point conversions for me would be the most exciting, or that, or just 4th downs. Like it's like those are always fucking pretty hyped. Even if you're on defense, it's like, oh, here we go. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think there isn't a single football fan whose adrenaline doesn't get going once that 4th down comes on. It's like, oh, they're gonna go for it. Maybe a little bit less now that everybody goes for it on 4th down, but I don't know. Anyway, it's going to be 1st and 10 at the Carolina 42 for the Falcons. 1st and 10 at the Carolina 42, so they have good field position. Maybe some points coming. 9:01 to play in the 3rd. It was 2 Chainz? Who was 2? Who? Where? Wait, that Asian girl? Who was 2 Chainz? All I seen was the Asian girl, like, talking about Asian people stuff. I don't. That's what he looks like now. Good God, poor guy, or girl. I guess I don't know what happened. I didn't know he became a transformer. But yeah, now he's titty girl. He's Asian. Based on what you're telling me, he became an Asian woman. That's what was on the screen. Hiring Josh McDaniels. I mean, how do you go from a playoff team to what the fuck the Raiders are now? And you got better, like everywhere except like D-line by 1 position. Oh, okay. I was like, Trey, what are you telling me? I was like, there's an Asian girl on the screen right now. Maybe the Broncos giving away their entire future for fucking Russell Wilson also looks like a pretty bad move.
And they caught them in a coverage where they're not on the same page. Crossing route nobody's there. You see late
Last year, if you're the Niners, it might be trading up for Trey Lance the way they did.
That Marcus would love to have back, and this is a big target. His catch radius is probably his greatest strength.
Because we've seen the 49ers already miss out on a trade they wanted to make earlier because they didn't have a first-round pick this year or next year.
Only one catch for Pitts tonight. He's been targeted 4 times. Mariota throwing, and that's behind Pitts.
Oh, that one dude's wife. I think Stephen Ross's wife or somebody like that. Yeah. She had so much plastic surgery, I couldn't tell if it was an Asian woman or just a badly put together white lady. But if you're a white lady, if you get that much plastic surgery that we can't tell no more, you gotta fucking go to rehab. Like automatically. It's just like you automatically have to go to like fucking whatever they do for people who are addicted to face filling. It's like, bitch, you're 73 and you look like a whole new race now. How did you fuck yourself up so bad? Just let yourself age. It's not that bad. Look at Brady. He grew into his aging body. You don't look so weird now. He grew back into his cheeks. You only lose the cheeks for a little bit, then they fill back out. Your body starts doing old people stuff, and you know you maybe lose a little bit of that facial elasticity, but you know, rock out the having high ass sweet looking cheekbones. Stupid bitch. Or should I say konnichiwa, Mrs. Ross? Do I say hello? I don't know what the fuck to say to you. Mr. Ross, are your kids half Asian or are they all what's going on?
I think he just is, they want to utilize him more and more. Keep in mind,
it might have been the Eagles game too though. I can't remember. One of them guys got a really bad looking wife. Probably was hot. But you know.
Picking and threading and then churning his way for a first down goes Tyler Algier.
You think guys one day will be able to get injected? You know where I'm going with this. You think guys will be able to get like filler down there one day? Filler taller? You thought I was gonna be weird about it. Talking about height. Wonder when that cosmetic operation will be available. Make yourself taller. I'm gonna be like 9 foot tall if that's ever possible. A fucking just inconvenient height for everybody else except myself. Probably more for me than anybody really. I can't fit through this door. I cannot fit through this door. I am going to sue. I'll go around suing everybody for not being accommodating for my 9 foot frame. Had a growth spurt.
Initial surge there on the outside, and then the quickness to cut and accelerate underneath it. And going quickly here on first down.
Yeah, Ven, you think that they finally went, huh? How have we scored all year?
Talking about Arthur Smith and Marcus Mariota and why they like to change up their tempos. And
he's like, yeah, we're gonna run it again. We're just gonna keep running it. Are you sure? Yeah, that really works. Trust me, I know how to run. You ever hear of Derrick Henry? I made him. No, you didn't, dipshit. He's just a big guy. Yeah, I put him together. Made him at Build-A-Bear Workshop. Went and visited a genie in the woods. She brought him to life. Fucking had to sacrifice a goat. It was a weird fucking 3-4 hours. Oh, what a catch by London. Sheesh. Way to hang on after he got his fucking... He got beat on while he caught it. Holy shit. That's going to let him go for 2 here if they want to. Supposed to fracture the femur to insert pins and extend a tiny amount each day using a magnetic system until the desired height. Oh, really? I'm joking, by the way. I'd never get some kind of surgeries. Touchdown! Yeah, that was clearly going to be on the Panthers, that flag. If you've seen the way that they hit London after he caught that ball, you'd be like, well, there was no reason to do that.
3 tight ends. You go here with Pitts. Watch how that impacts the safety and how they have to respect that. You got 2 guys that go with Pitts.
Yeah, Pitts going across the middle really opened up the middle, ironically. That's why you always set up double slants, by the way. That's why double slants works, by the way. It even works in the real NFL. It's like a free play. I'd run that shit constantly in this part if I wanted to throw it. Oh, they missed. Down at this part of the field. They should have just went for 2 and accepted the penalty. Yeah, you go for 2 right there, by the way. There's no reason to not go for 2. You can still go ahead with the touchdown. Like, there's like I don't know why they didn't just go for 2 there. Because then you could win with a field goal. You know what I mean? Like, that was a bad... Like, they're at the 1 yard line. Yeah, because what it'll do is, like, the tight end comes across, and then you have to, like, immediately hit that middle shot. But if you can immediately hit the middle right there, it's like a free touchdown. Even in real life, there's not, like, it's like, oh, fuck, we just gave up the middle of the field. And it's like, yeah, that's a touchdown. And your only hope is you hit the guy so hard that he drops it. But it's also like, if you do that, then you're going to get flagged, and it's going to be a touchdown anyway. You're either setting them up at the 1 at 1st and goal, or you just got to have to let it go. That's a good play. Good offensive game plan there. Good play draw. Sometimes Arthur Smith gets it. You know, sometimes you see why he was in high demand. You know, I do understand though. I guess I'm a little confused. If they were just gonna go with a random former player to be like the coach of the Colts, I do see where people are going, why the hell didn't they pick Reggie Wayne? Isn't he like on the coaching staff, like involved in the offense? PA crosses no play, LP play if he was speed receiver. Yeah, exactly. Yep. All play action in Madden is kind of like broken. if you have like decent speed team, you can just fuck people up with play action. Play action is one of my favorite things to do in football in general. I think it's annoying, but it's really good. I like RPOs, play action. I like deceptive plays. I think if you're not running an end around on every other play, like just at least having the guy run that, I think you're just wasting a valuable weapon. Motion every play, every single play. Fucking keep him uncomfortable. Even if it has nothing to do with the play, just keep a guy in motion. Why not? Why? Expose the defense a little. You know how much motion can reveal? Like, if you send a guy a motion and he doesn't move and he's been covering the guy in front of him like this, or looking like he's in man, and all of a sudden, like, you send a guy, like, around really fast, like flying around the outside, and suddenly nobody covers him, they're like, oh, fuck, they're in zone. Like, there's so much you can learn from motion. I don't understand why every single team doesn't utilize it. Unless it's, like, a very strict man, but I kind of doubt that. The least qualified, so yeah, they probably wanted to go with some kind of like sneaky way of doing it. Yeah, he missed, but I mean the weather's more the reason he's missing 8. Yep, London scored. Yeah, Peter Parks Frazier, or whatever his name is, for the Falcons or for Indy. He does do a lot of motion from what I looked into. Kind of like the Chiefs do. You know, the Chiefs and Andy Reid do a lot of motion almost every single play. By the way, I will say Andy Reid might be one of the smartest offensive coordinators and offensive game planners I've ever seen. His willingness and almost intense use of fucking motion is very smart. It's like, man, if he could get himself another Tyreek Hill, fuck, it's dangerous. Because I think jet sweeps, end around, pooch passes, as much as I don't like pooch passes, I do think that's like the future of running the football in the NFL as we go forward and forward.
Right. And there was Patrick Mahomes who tweeted, best throw of the year, not even close. Agreed. 2nd and 7.
Oh, Walker, little dime pass. Oh, shit, they got some yards. Number 88 across midfield. He's still up. Oh, shit, he got pretty far. All the way to the Atlanta 38. They couldn't bring his ass down. I think the enemy calls plays or something. Like, I don't really know what he's doing, because I think it's Andy Reid's offense that Bieniemy calls plays in. And if he doesn't call plays, and I think it's just advising, you're kind of. But again, normally I think he does hit play callers. I'm pretty sure he does let people play call. But then again, Andy Reid's fucking so bad at fucking clock control. He probably has the other person doing clock control, and he's like, "Let me call plays. I gotta call plays." Which is probably a little, probably a little smarter. But because we all know Andy Reid is. That literally stopped him from like winning more titles, is like his clock management. It's like, why hasn't Andy Reid won more? Don't go look at his early career clock management abilities. That's a fucking disaster. Who doesn't know how to use the play calling?
Potentially a heck of an answer by Carolina. Kwanu, again, the rookie, watch him. He just seems like most rookies. Had some games early in the year that gave him some issues, but he seems like he keeps adjusting every single week to the speed of the game. It's a really nice job there of opening that up, and a good job of reading it by Blackshear. Kaylee?
Kirk, growing up right here in Charlotte, Aquanu became something of a renaissance man. You're going to love this. At Providence Day High School, he won a state title in wrestling, anchored the 4x100 relay, threw shot put, was an AP student, and he sang in the choir. His teammates are familiar with his athleticism, but they did not know he could sing until he surprised them at the rookie talent show with a Boyz II Men song.
I'm sure he's a great gourmet cook.
Plus, I also think Andy Reid's kind of bad at building offensive lines.
That play, the officials stopped the clock for a second and took DJ Moore off the field.
Just about nothing else, though. He's very good at everything else. Clock management's a little shitty, and his offensive line building isn't the greatest. Everything else good though. I mean, he's sure for first ballot Hall of Fame coach. I don't think there's really much of a question with that.
8 penalties for 74 yards on the Panthers. 2nd and 12.
His version of the West Coast offense right now is the predominating like style of football offense right now in pretty much every level. Like the super like motion heavy RPO jet sweep style offense that you see more in college. That was Andy Reid brought that with Mahomes up. You know what it was? A coach finally decided like, hey, let's take one of these system college quarterbacks and make the exact same system he had in college and see what happens. And then you got Patrick Mahomes. It always makes me wonder what like your Graham Harrells, your Colt McCoys, not Colt McCoy, Colt Brennan's could have done, who were basically the same thing as Patrick Mahomes, but like the NFL had this very anti-system quarterback like mindset to Mahomes. It was like the weirdest thing, dude. Like they wouldn't like give guys like Colt Brennan a shot. He'd have like the best preseason for like the Washington team, even with like the starters, right? And they'd be like, yeah, we're not gonna, Colt Brennan's a practice squad, but it's like, what the fuck? Why not give him? He never like got a real shot. And I always wondered, like, man, what if Andy Reid would have got a guy like Colt Brennan or Graham Harrell, who I think were every bit as talented as Mahomes in terms of arm talent, this like crazy like athletic hybrid type player who could like make these unnatural throws. And again, I think something, if the league had been a little different when they were in it, had they been born 7 years later, like their whole, they'd probably be viewed as very different, not just college legends, in my opinion. This stream is just never gotten, I don't think we've hit over, I think the most we've had is like 10 people in here at once, or 15 people in here at once. Sheesh. No, we've had over 500 views, I guess. That's not too bad for a dead ass stream. That's not bad at all. 16 likes too. That's pretty good. If you haven't left a like, consider doing so. Hey, the Panthers just scored again. That's probably ball game. Number 33 gets it in. Touchdown Panthers. Bum 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 bum. About to be 20-9. Back in a sec.
So they lose the edge right away, and now you got a Polar coming around. And again, you allowed Deontay Foreman to run downhill at 235 pounds makes it tough for even a linebacker like Rashaan Evans to try to bring him down with an arm tackle.
Low snap, gets it down, but the kick is no good. It was all about the snap and the hold. Pinheiro misses. Each team missing an extra point. 1:51 to go. Third, 19-9, Carolina.
I draw on players' faces when they're asleep.
Coach, you don't need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan just helps you create an affordable price.
It happened again.
Call or click to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor.
What is there, 0 people left? Oh, 7. Oh, we actually got people watching again. That's crazy. Both, well, I mean, the weather's, yeah, it's like, doesn't. I mean, it's down, it's like hurricaning out there, so yeah, I mean. If you didn't know the weather of this game heading in, it like as soon as it started raining, you could basically just have kicked the kicks goodbye or kissed the kicks goodbye. They weren't going to make any more of them. If you can't tell by the weather of the game, it's quite shitty. With the players slipping and sliding, it's smarter just to go for 2 at this point. You have a better odds of just running the football in from the 2 than you do of kicking a field goal right now, in my opinion. But what do I know? I mean, at least I would win for it. I don't fucking care. Who cares? Would put you at 21 and everything. Gave you a nice 12-point score lead, you know. Not bad. Now it's a 10-point game. It's 19-9 with 1:51 to play here in the third. 1:51 left in the third. The score is 19-9 in favor of the Panthers. It's a commercial break. We'll unmute it in a minute. Whenever the game decides to come back on anyway, you know. Panthers love that over motion. Yeah, though I love motion. I like the way the Panthers use it too. Seahawks do motion pretty effectively. Chiefs, the Dolphins now.
A lot to talk about next week. You got the Titans, who had a 5-game winning streak snap.
All smart offenses do a shitload of motion.
We know what's going on there.
I think the Rams, when they're clicking, they're doing a lot of good shit like that.
And we get them against the Titans on Thursday Night Football with the kickoff at 8:15 Eastern Time next week from Lambeau Field.
Can't wait.
I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be great, man. I obviously have watched you call so many games there.
Yeah, the Balls even having trouble staying on the tee.
Yeah, there's been a few. He did what?
Right.
That was my favorite.
Anyway, 1:51 to play here in the third.
Lambeau?
Yeah.
30 maybe? Yep.
It's good effort out of you.
Thank you. Appreciate it very much. Get a badge of honor. Meanwhile, the most shocking news all week, Indianapolis.
By the way, if you haven't left a like, consider doing so. It'll help the stream. We had Rodgers season Sunday. Oh, Cowboys? Are you a Cowboys fan, KHY? That would make sense, yeah. You guys are like the only ones that are like here today, it feels like. Everyone else is just... Again, I think it's because nobody cares about this busy. You're feeling an upset? There's a lot of people feeling the Packers to beat the Cowboys this Sunday. Is it supposed to be like super bad weather? Mariota looks, throws. Hey, they got a wide open guy. That's number 17 with the reception, Corey Littleton. Cross midfield to the Carolina 47 with a minute and a half to play in the third quarter. A touchdown here would be big on this show.
Meanwhile, with Jeff Saturday, I mean, I heard that and I said, "Oh, that's fake news." Right? What'd you think?
I
I think both these teams become cracked out in the fourth quarter, by the way. Like, I feel like I think the way the Falcons games have worked this year is like the longer the Falcons are exposed to a game of football, they get better. I don't know how that, like, they just get like less tired as the game goes on. They have like reverse fatigue on. Like they start out all tired and shitty, and then like as the game goes on, they're just like, all right, we get this now. It's like, what the fuck?
Next to where they have two former head coaches on that staff. I mean, it's going to be crazy. They go to Las Vegas.
We bought the opposite fatigue pack, so that way when you guys are good and fresh, we are getting good at, or we're tired, and when you're tired, we're good and fresh. I don't know if that'd be like a good thing to have in a game. Like you just kind of like lose the first 3 quarters, then go fucking ballistic in the 4th quarter every game, because everyone else is tired. You're like, it's been a good strategy. I got to run one more play, so they should hike this. 2nd and 9, they should hike this now. Okay, there they go. Play action. Uh-oh. They shouldn't have hiked that ball. They should have just let that play die.
But he went down. He's able to get it away, but everybody was covered, and that's going to be the final play of the quarter. So, end of 3.
They avoided the sack, but the pass went for like -4 yards, so it'll be 3rd and long coming up here at the end of when the quarter begins. It'll be 4th quarter coming up. It'll be 4th and long at about I think the ball's back on Atlanta side of the field. It's 3rd and 16 at the Atlanta 47 officially. Jesus. 4th quarter coming up. It's commercial break, so it's muted. 4th quarter. Is there like a bad sound or anything, or is it like super quiet, or like is my voice or something? Like, I don't know. I don't think it is based on the things I've looked at. But boy, nobody gives, or again, I don't know. You know what's fair? To be fair, good games this year have not had bad audiences. This is the worst audience I've had all year. This is pretty bad. This ain't even that bad of a game. I feel like the Bears in Washington had better audience. Oh, there's actually. Never mind. Bears actually have a fan base. As small and, as fucking insignificant as it may be, it's just, there's no one here. Who the hell's everybody? Hello? This is like the worst stream. This is like the worst stream for football this season. There's never got going. Bunch of the regulars ain't even here. Everyone's gone. Now I'm down to 4 people left. Well, this sucks. This stream kind of sucked. I shouldn't have streamed. I could have just did anything else. I shouldn't have streamed today. This stream sucks. This is very boring and a waste of time. In all honesty, there's like 5 people here all stream and 2 people are talking. This is fucking boring. Yeah, well, no one's saying anything. It's just literally like fucking, there's like one guy talking and the occasional pipe up. It's like, oh, this is fun. This is some hangout. Yeah, no one's gonna show up. Who cares? And if they do show up, they're just gonna sit there quietly and make it even. Like, there could be 100 people in here if nobody's saying anything. It's so fucking boring. Like the viewer count to me doesn't matter. It's more just like nobody's saying anything. It's like, this is fucking awful.
15 for Atlanta from their own 48-yard line, starting the 4th, 19-9, Carolina.
Ugh, could never be more bored. I'd rather have like 3 people in here that are just constantly saying things. It'd be way more entertaining than fucking what it is now, to be honest. Fucking ugh.
Sometimes at 3rd down, you walk guys up like this and that mug look and you drop them. This time, they dial it up. And by
well, though.
Pressure, eventually Hartsfield gets into him. It affects the timing. You saw Mariota threw it and Pitts didn't even realize the ball was in the air.
With his 5th
And another punt. I will say the game choice is kind of shitty tonight, so I do somewhat understand the low view count. It's just like, why aren't the people here saying anything? Well, what do you guys want to talk about? You guys want to talk about like not football or something? Like, what the fuck do you guys want to talk about? I've been trying to talk about the game, funny things about the game. Like, what are you guys interested in? You guys want to talk about like knitting or something? Something gay? When you guys only like watch football to like check out the players in the tight outfits, like I don't understand what the fuck you guys are watching for. I'm gonna get mean now. Yeah, nobody. I've been talking about the game the whole time. Nobody says anything. I don't think people are even listening. That's gonna be holding. Yeah, the whole touchdown happened and no one said a word about it. That's what I mean. Is there even anyone actually watching this stream? Yeah, don't blame me, J-Cam. I'm back on my shit. Oh damn, that was on the Falcons. Jesus. Well, looks like Carolina might take a W here tonight, folks. Yeah, I'm done picking the Falcons. But again, I also have a rule that I don't pick the Panthers, so it's kind of like I didn't know what to do this year, and I've liked the way the Falcons have played a little bit more consistently. So I figured Atlanta might be the safe pick. That really makes the Chargers look fucking awful, doesn't it? And this just gives me more kudos to myself about how in August I went, oh, by the way, the Chargers are going to be super overrated. Don't buy into that. They're not going to be good. And everyone told me, they're like, oh, dude. Dude, what? Dude, what? You know what I mean? Like, the hilarious part is like, what about the fucking Chargers? Anyone going to tell me I was wrong about that take now? Really going to be a playoff team if they make it? Which was my take. Very, very overrated because they always get hurt. Until they stop getting hurt, I can't predict them to be good. And oh boy, they got like 7 of their best players hurt again this year. Isn't that fucking crazy in LA? Who could have predicted the Chargers were going to get injured? Literally anyone who's watched football in the last 5 years. Every year, it seems like every year the Chargers are considered like one of the best rosters in football since like 2016 with Phillip Rivers, and they're always motherfucking hurt. By about week 8, everyone's like, "Well, the Chargers suck. They don't got nobody," and then they get like a hand wave for like everyone's like, "Well, they don't got anyone to work with." That's why they were bad last year. It's like, no, the fuck they weren't. They've been this good for a long time. They've had the same fucking roster for like 5 years now. It's like they just get hurt. They've had the same fucking people. They just keep getting hurt. I'm so confused why everyone thinks like the Chargers never have anybody. Yeah, they didn't have an offensive line for like a year. That was as bad as it got with the Chargers. There was like one in-between season after Phillip Rivers when the line was Now it's pretty solid. Like that's literally like the worst it got. And people are trying to make it out like Justin Herbert didn't have Keenan Allen and Mike Williams his entire career. It's like, yeah, he did. They've always been there. They've literally always been there. Surprise. Didn't know if you knew that. Yeah, well, I mean, the Chargers could be good. It's just like they don't. That dude who who popped Tyrod Taylor's lung, basically. You know, he was promoted. Not only does he still work there, he's their lead team doctor. What's up, stud? Yeah, I think it's just a 1-year deal. I think he'll be a free agent next year, KHY. Melvin Gordon. Yeah, he fumbles a lot. He was supposed to be way better, but then fumbleitis happened. And yeah, that's why I don't fucking take the Chargers seriously. Until they get a real doctor and a real medical staff, why even think that they're going to be good? Like, you can just look at like guys like Hunter Henry as like a prime example. Remember how Hunter Henry was always getting hurt for the Chargers? Playing like 12, 13 games, 10 games, 8 games, 13 games. Like, remember how often of a thing it was with Hunter Henry? And what everybody said when the Patriots signed him? He's just going to get hurt all the time. No, he hasn't been hurt once for the Patriots. Literally never. I don't think he's been on the injury report except for when he got sick. I think the only game he might have... No, he had his baby, so he was able to play that week. Do you see the difference? How the hell does a literal injury-prone player go from the Chargers to the Patriots and then never get hurt again? That, to me, is enough proof that, like, something is going on with the Chargers where this isn't, like bad luck. I also think the same thing with the 49ers. There is something they're doing there that is causing these injuries to occur at like a wild number of PJ started at a wild rate, because it's like unnatural how many injuries are happening. Especially like look at Kendrick Bourne, for example. He was always the reason they replaced him with Deebo Samuel. The reason they did this was because Kendrick Bourne, who's the same receiver, just not as good. Obviously, Deebo's better, but like the reason they had such a priority to replace him was because he couldn't stay healthy. Now with the Patriots, last year it was the most he's ever been used, and he didn't get hurt once. Do you like see like there's something some teams do differently and some teams don't? Why do you think it is like the Patriots? If you go look at all their injuries, it's always something severe that ends a player's season. Nothing minor. It's never just like a pulled hamstring that takes out a Chargers player for like 5 weeks. It's literally always like torn ACL, blown out Achilles, like it's some like needed season-ending hip surgery. Like actual injuries, like not like fucking, oh no, he slipped and fucking dislocated his shoulder. Like how the fuck does that even happen? Why did Harry not work out? He sucks. Doesn't separate at all. Can't win 50-50 balls in the NFL. When you're already a possession receiver like Harry and like a 50-50 guy, you have to be able to win 50-50 balls in the NFL. Like, and he just couldn't. It is what it is. I mean, he maybe could work out somewhere else, but like he just couldn't in New England. And I mean, he had Brady throwing him to him for a while, so it's not like it wasn't just bad quarterback play. The dude literally just... If you can't like win 50-50 balls with fucking Tom Brady throwing them, you're just not going to make it as a 50-50 receiver in this league. Like, look at Devontae Parker. He's a 50-50 guy, and he balls the fuck out regularly. As long as he's not hurt. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of... Yeah, PJ came up a little limpy on that. I hope he's all right. No, he just didn't play a lot because he's... Dude, no. He's like never been hurt. If I'm going to be... Like, I don't think he's actually ever been like seriously hurt. I'm going to be honest. I think he's been like hurt. If you know what I mean? I think most of his... Yeah, he was always like getting healthy scratched. Yeah. Anyway, 9:22 to play here in the fourth. Carolina takes a 22-9 lead. That's probably an icer, but you know, we're just talking, chilling anyway. I like how everyone showed up at the end. Like, why? Like, you know what's crazy about like every Thursday night stream or Monday night stream? Everyone shows up at the end of the stream. It's like all like the talkative people, like, "Hey, dude, what's up?" And I'm like, "Where were you guys like the first 3 quarters? This shit was so boring until you guys showed up. Jesus Christ." KHY was trying, and so was Ven. I appreciate you guys. And Ape was here for a minute, too. But, like, when it's just one-on-one, it's like, man, I feel bad because this person's probably bored as shit, too. They're probably like, I already know how Rob's going to respond to this question. I don't know. It's fucking even worth asking. Hey, Rob, what do you think of this? Here it comes. Here comes a fucking Spitfire. He's either going to say something completely out of the pocket that ends up being right. Caught a big TD on my Cowboys 2 weeks ago. N'Keal Harry? Yeah, has he done anything since then? I mean, I don't know. Does he even have any other catches outside of that one? You know, he like, do you see what I mean? Like, he's going to get a lot of playtime in Chicago, and that could probably help him out quite a bit. But, like, dude, we switched offenses, like, twice, too, and he just really couldn't get it going. 4 different quarterbacks came through and played with this dude, and... That's what I mean. I don't think he's literally. I don't think he can get open. It's like unless he's wide open, he's pretty useless. Again, he's a great. Like the thing is, like he's like it's like a weird like quasi thing with him. It's like if you just become a tight end, you'd be really good at it. But like he has like way too much pride to just put on a little extra weight and become a tight end. So, dude, you block like a machine. What are you doing? You could be a top. It's like I don't understand why players like don't just like, kind of like shrink their pride and ego a little bit and look at like other positions. Like, I'm not working as a number one wide receiver or a slot receiver. Maybe I'd be a better tight end. I'm fucking 6'8" or 6'6". I weigh 250 naturally. Why the fuck hasn't, and I block very, very well. Why the hell hasn't N'Keal Harry just switched over? It's like Tim Tebow realizing when he was like 50 that he could be a tight. He's like, oh, I'd probably be good at this. Yeah, Tim, if only you would have listened to everybody else telling you to do this when you came out of college. I think he even said like, no, but who would have known I would have been good at this? Literally everybody who watched you play football. Me at like 14 was like, he should be a tight end. It's like, Tim, you're the only one who didn't know that, by the way. Good job, retard. Whoever was in your ear telling you not to switch positions, you should beat the shit out of them. Yeah, that's what N'Keal Harry's very good at blocking. He's like an exceptional blocker for a wide receiver. I don't know why he doesn't play tight end. Is my like big point here. It's like, dude, you'd be a good tight end. Like you'd be a well-paid tight end too. I don't understand it. No, Tim, go play minor league baseball instead of fucking just play tight end. Instead of being the first version of Taysom Hill, which is what he could have been. Could you imagine how dangerous he could have been? The dude runs like a machine, Tim Tebow did. He was a fucking power runner. And if he would have trained for a season maybe as a rookie, you know, learning how to run like actually like as a ball carrier, not just a quarterback running, he'd have been unstoppable. He literally might have been unstoppable. He was a fucking brick shithouse. And he ran like a 4.5 40. Like he's an actual machine as an athlete. Gigantic. Like I don't know. I think people have bad people in their ears sometimes. And Tim obviously had really bad people in his ear. Oh, dude, he would have been he would have been better than Taysom Hill. It's crazy how nobody nobody could convince this dude. Like, dude, you're not an NFL quarterback. You can throw it like 35 yards. Like it's just not. Like you're left-handed, number one. That's already a stretch, and you throw fucking terribly.
He's very good at blocking out the noise.
I'm pretty sure most of us here could probably throw better than Tim.
2nd and 4.
What's crazy is Taysom Hill way better thrower than Tim Tebow could ever dream of being. But everything else, Tim Tebow clears this guy by a fucking mile. Literally everything else, Tim Tebow clears this guy. Except throwing. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, he got hurt, didn't he? Pretty bad. Terrell Pryor, if I remember right. Like, didn't an injury, like, yeah, Terrell Pryor, exactly. He finally figured out to switch. Like, there's nothing wrong with, like, switching your position. Like, again, I don't think you should do it just because people tell you to. But, like, when you come to the league and you can't perform at that position, try something else. Like, go talk to your coach. Like, go talk to the GM and coaches and shit. If they want to cut you, then be like, all right, that's fine. But, like, that's... What the fuck happened? Like, I was watching the play. How the hell did the Panthers get the ball?
They're running into the end zone, but you got the only man that matters, Adrian Hill.
What? Did the ball, like, fly out of his arm as he was going down and I, like, just missed it? Like, what in the world just happened? I feel like I missed something really, like, clear here. Hold on. All right. I was watching the whole time. He's down. Yeah, okay, he's down. Oh, yeah, he's down. Okay. That's what it was. That's okay, he's down. Never mind, he's down. That's why I quit watching, because I seen him get tackled. I was like, what the fuck happened? How did he throw it? Did the ball... I was like, did the ball, like, launch out of his arm or something when he was going down to the ground? Like, the craziest interception I've ever seen? No, I was right on that one, actually. Because I, like, looked away after he got sacked. Because I was like, all right, the play's over. And then all of a sudden, there was a Panthers player, and the ball was, like, flailing through the air. As I was like, how in the fuck does that even happen? Yeah, no, yeah, god damn it. You know what Madden's thinking right now? And you guys said that you can't do stuff like that. The motherfuckers at EA right now are about to fire up their Twitter. Get one of the goddamn interns on the screen. Get a video of that and put it out there. And be like, oh, I thought you guys said this kid's impossible. Like, fuck. About to be in Madden for the rest of our lives now, this fucking kind of horse shit. I'm still waiting for the day that a linebacker jumps 9 feet in the air clean, which is literally always happening. I think I seen a linebacker the other day, or like the beginning of the season. I swear to God, he must have took like 12 foot of air. Like you know how like in Madden it seems like linebackers have the ability to like levitate and fly and shit, especially like middle linebackers. They're like completely. I seen one where it looked like the linebacker jumped up about as high as someone's fucking head was, and it was another line. So it wasn't even like a small guy. He was like up over someone's head with his feet, and I was like, dude, that's bullshit. No, it wasn't even Ray Lewis. It was like fucking someone for the who the hell was it? It literally might have been Shaq. It might have been number 7 for the Panthers. Actually, he just was like 8 foot in the air, like this, and I was like, yeah, I guess linebackers can fly. Never mind. Madden's really good at the authentic gameplay. They're getting pretty good over there at EA. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the Falcons. Jesus Christ. Well, I'm 0-1 to start the week. It'll be the Panthers ball, 1st and 10 at the Atlanta 40. 7:30 to play. Commercial break. Yeah, it's going to be a weird weekend. It's going to be a weird weekend with football. Number one, I have very little give a fuck about what happens. Like, I just don't care. My team isn't playing. It would be funny if the Bills lost, but, you know. Actually, yeah, it would be really funny. You know what? I kind of hope Josh Allen tears his UCL just a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you. Because I've seen a whole bunch of fucking Bills fans on a praising Bernard Pollard about what he had done to the Patriots. And I'm not really sure how to take that. So there's a part of me, right, that's... I didn't know people were rooting for injuries for my team. Okay, that's interesting. I remember this. So if Josh Allen does go down to Tommy John, I think I'm going to have to call that Jets player an American hero. That bent his candy-ass elbow in half and ruined the Bills' season. If that does happen, I can't promise I'm not going to be very aggressive about it. Very mean. Very cheery. Mainly because I didn't know, by the way, that a bunch of you bitch-ass motherfucking and your fan bases were cheering on Bernard Pollard hurting the Patriots all the time. It was very shocking information for me to discover. I thought there was an unwritten rule that we don't root for injuries. My team barely ever gets hurt, so, you know, we can play this game. I'll fucking play this game. All your teams. Favorite lifesavers? The fruit flavored ones. I don't really eat I guess the gummy ones, but I haven't eaten those in so long. I don't even know if they still made the gummy ones. So you used to be able to like get them in like this like wrapped up roll of stuff, and then like you could put like all of them on your fingers, and then eat them all off your fingers at once. It was quite the snack. Them bitches used to be hella elastic. One of my all-time favorite candies. The yellow ones tasted like assholes, so I threw them on the ground and just never ate them. Straight up. Didn't even offer them to other people. No one likes the yellow ones. No one would ever say anything either. Like, hey, I wanted to eat those yellow pieces of shit. Like, yeah, no one does unless you're at the end of the bag or the end of the roll. And you're just like, oh, I still want gummy candy. Guess I'll eat these fucking coconut flavored yellow ones. Ugh. You're like half gagging the entire time because it tastes like fucking... Ugh. Doesn't even taste like anything. I think those ones just taste like gelatin. So it's like, ugh. Like gelatin and coconut. Really good combo of flavors. Like, oh yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. Fucking asshole and the taste of butthole in my mouth.
Career coming over from the Tennessee Titans. They brought him over because as Dean Pease and Arthur Smith try to build this culture on this side of the world.
Being a Pats fan, is Mac Jones the guy? Maybe. Yeah, for the remainder of the rookie deal, he'd be fine. I don't really know if the offensive line or the coaching is right, though. Offensive line definitely hasn't been the greatest this year, and I think the coaching is abysmal. We need to hire a real offensive coordinator this offseason. Hopefully we can get somebody like Frank Reich interested. But, you know, we'll see how everything plays. 4th and 10 coming up here for the Panthers. They'll have to punt this ball away. I don't know. I never ate no ring pop gummies. Oh. Yeah, Waller and Renfro both on the IR. Don't know how to pick that game. I don't know who to pick. It's like the Raiders or the Colts. I have a couple games I'm kind of like on the fence about that we'll go over on Saturday. I don't. Yeah, I mean, oh, that's. Jesus, that's down at the 4. Yeah, I'd like to see Justin Verlander return quite a bit. Yeah, I know. Trust me. I already know he's a free agent. You're not telling me anything. I keep tabs on certain athletes. Don't worry about it. I may or may not have Google alerts set to very specific athletes. I find out news about certain athletes before most people do. I'm constantly making sure I know about certain things. Saturday taking over the Colts. Yeah, I mean a little bit. Like right now, I don't really have too much of an opinion, right? Like usually with like coaches or coordinators taking over as an interim coach, you can kind of look to like previous experience. Again, I think his playing as a center is absolutely vital to why he's got this job. Again, center and quarterback's usually probably the smartest guys on the field at any given. Maybe a couple got maybe like your middle linebacker a little bit smarter than the center, but like typically your smartest football players are going to be at center and quarterback. So I don't necessarily think that's going to be much of a problem. I just don't know how he's going to be as a coach. He clearly knows the game and understands the game at a crazy fucking level to be able to have played as well as he did, be a first ballot Hall of Fame, like a number of things. But it's also just like, does that translate to coaching? He wasn't a great high school football coach, so that's a little, but that's, you know, that might just be younger kids not understanding the shit he's trying to tell them. Like it's just like there literally could just be like a misfire of like understanding the game level. Like, oh well. So I want him to do good, right? Like I like, because I've already played the Colts. I wouldn't mind seeing him win out, so that way more guys like him get shots like this. Because I personally think like former players and should be more represented in like coordinator and coaching roles. I almost prefer to see that as like shitty, because there are some people like me that could never, like, say I got really into coaching or something in the next couple of years, like, would I still have this view that I think it should be exclusively player ran? Probably not, because it's like, well, what about guys like me, you know? Like, I understand football really good. I'd probably be a decent position coach, but you know. Yeah, he's 100. That's what he was trying to do, KHY. I guarantee he was trying to like teach him like fucking super advanced concepts and shit. Most of these kids are like, dude, I don't understand what the fuck Coach Saturday wants from us. We're not Peyton Manning. He's trying to give this kid like a West Coast offense with like every audible Peyton ran. All right, here's 400 audibles to run. Coach, listen, I'm not gonna play football after high school. I'm just doing this because my parents want me to, and it's good for scholarship money. Yeah, I hope he does well, because it'd be good for former players. But right now, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I hope he does well, man. But it's just, I have no idea. Like, that's the craziest thing, is like I just don't know. And that leads me to believe it might not go so well, especially with a team like that has literally no offensive line. Like the Patriots sacked fucking that dude 9 times. I get the Patriots have a really good pass rush this year. 9 times is fucking silly. Like that's a silly number in an NFL game. That shouldn't be a real thing. Like I seen the Lions get sacked 9 times in a game the year they lost every single game. That's how bad of an offensive line the Colts have right now. Usually, you only see this kind of shit from a team that puts like one win up. Like, maybe. We've seen the Browns have a line like this, and they lost every game. Lions, they lost every game. And then they lost every game almost the next season because of the line. It's like... Ooh. It's that literally might be one of the worst lines that I've seen since Detroit or Cleveland. It's like, oh boy, like what the fuck are they doing? 9 sacks? I don't even think Detroit got that bad. I think the worst I've ever seen Detroit do was 8. And Minnesota had like 2 guys get 4 in that game. That shit was crazy. No, never mind. Minnesota got like 12 in one game against the Lions, which was fucking just an embarrassing for Detroit.
Carolina defense has to get a lot of credit tonight too, especially
someone on the Panthers went down with an injury. Jackson was injured on the play. With 4:27 left in the game, it's 22-9. It looks like the network's like, just finish it. We don't need to send this to overtime. Yeah, J.C. Jackson is hurt. I don't know. You know, not gonna. Again, I like J.C. Jackson, so I'm not actually gonna talk bad about him. But like, shoo, what a fucking bullet the Patriots somehow avoided there, huh? You ever want to talk about tight roping out of a situation? The Patriots looked at that J.C. like they saw the Patriots literally went like this by J.C. Jackson. Low injury.
They've got pieces, and what's great is that at each level.
Like, damn, dude, that's like just like everything about his injury is just fucking just so unluckily timed. For him, it's like the luckiest timing ever. He just got paid like a fuckload of money guaranteed. But if you're the Patriots, you just got out of something that could have been disastrous. That's a lot of fucking money. Against the Falcons in 2017 when Dak got sacked 6 times by one player, that was terrible. Yeah, I don't even know how your line gives up sacks because like it was so good, but then again, Atlanta had like Grady Jarrett and fucking some other monster on that line for a minute, and that was brutal. Do you guys remember when they did have a good defense in Atlanta? Like they had that defensive front that was just impossible. That shit was that literally almost won them a Super Bowl, and then you know their defense just disappeared against the Patriots and hasn't ever quite been seen again. You know, I'm just glad that we stopped Matt Ryan from ever getting a Super Bowl ring. Their defense played prevent. Yep.
He's a guy that's known. He's an undersized guy. You want to get him the ball in space. Can do a lot of damage after the catch because of his quickness.
Wonder if Baker gotten a lot of respect. It seems like Carolina likes Baker. The team does.
Started back at their own 3-yard line. 7th play of the drive. Fired over
Yeah. We could just ask the Dodgers to give them a. Hey, give us all some of your best players. No. Yeah, you're going to. You have a funny story about the Super Bowl? I do too. I never once gave up.
Over the linebacker in front of the safety, and he got it out early to give Pitts a chance to get his head turned and then protect himself, even though he's juggling the ball.
People thought I was fucking crazy when I was like, "Oh, it's gonna happen." It was either I was very delusional or I just kind of. Holy shit, what a touchdown. Why are you bragging? What are you doing? Dude, are you celebrating? Oh, never mind, actually. Yeah, you probably should celebrate. This game is still, like, weirdly in play. What the hell? This game just suddenly opened back up. It's 15-22. I didn't realize it was that close, actually.
Came back and hit Bird. Seemed to really accelerate the drive and get them back-to-back plays.
What's your funny story? Everyone thought I was going crazy.
Last play, they put Keith Taylor into a jam where they had 2 vertical receivers. He picked the inside receiver, and it left a wide-open man down the sideline.
And converting that third.
Like, yeah, I'm just confused. I'm like, dude, it's not like you just took the lead. Like, you're still down. Oh, you missed again. Son of a bitch, dude. Just go. Like, why are they still kicking in point afters? No one's making these. Like, just run it. Like, this is the game that's going to be the most confusing if you're a Falcons fan. They're like, why did we quit running?
You're going to go back here with this safety, but watch what it does to this defender right here.
I'm just so confused as to like why they picked this game against this team to be like, we're actually a passing team. It's like, no, you're not. What are you doing? Mariota's 19 of 29 for 188 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. I don't know why they decided they were a running team today. I mean, he's happy about the touchdown, but it's like, dude, it's like, why are you celebrating? You need another one. Went to college in Atlanta at the time, and I was working the Super Bowl Sunday. All my coworkers were hyped as hell, celebrating the city starting to put the parade barricades along. Oh yeah, I know. Trust me. I was sitting there, and dude, as soon as the comeback started, I was like, "Oh no, here we go." You should have seen my face for the most of the fourth quarter. It was literally this.
I know how much you love overtime. You love it. You listen. I'm here all night.
Because it was just like one thing after the other. I was like, "How does this keep happening? We're gonna win." Yeah, if I would have been streaming during that Super Bowl, I would, number one, would have lost my voice, because I lost my voice for about a week after that game. And then number two, you would have been like, man, this guy Rob, you know, you guys lost. It's 28-3, dude. It's they'd have been like, man, he's fucking Rob is in deep denial right now. This is crazy to watch. Like, nah, we're gonna win. Everyone's like, it's literally this tone, by the way. Nah, we're gonna win. No. We just haven't got going yet. Atlanta won't even know what hit him. Atlanta won't even know what hit. You know how many times I said that exact phrase for 2 straight quarters? They're like, Falcons won't even know what hit him when we start scoring. We're just gonna win. Doesn't even matter. They won't even know what hit him. You'd be like, he's lost it. He talks so much shit about beating the Falcons. He lost his fucking mind. Street, literally, they were so confident about that win. It was so funny, but at the end of the night, you could see trucks. You see all the trucks picking up the gates, and my coworkers were pissed. I was clowning them for like a whole month. Yeah, no, that killed the franchise. We killed a whole franchise. We turned them into the city of chokers for like 4 straight years. Like, they didn't win a major title for a while. I think the Braves was the break of their curse. Maybe the Bulldogs? I don't know. It took them... Dude, they were bad. Like, they were choking everything. It was... I love the Patriots so much, and the hilarious things that they cause. That's my favorite team ever, by the way. Just not even for the fact that they win a lot. Just because, like, we've broken so many teams. Like, it's hilarious. We broke the whole city. The whole city just turned into, like, a bunch of choke artists and... fucking, like, they just, like, the Falcons, like, the Hawks were blowing shit, the Braves were blowing shit, the Bulldogs were losing games. I was like, yeah, we destroyed a whole state's athletic ability. Like, I wasn't satisfied with having, like, 5 NFL teams just destroyed because New England existed. I needed more. Multi-sport chaos. Now all my teams suck again, so now I just kind of gotta, you know, be quiet for a little while and enjoy, let other people enjoy the good times. For now. Sure, one of my teams will be... Atlanta almost got a huge interception right there. 4th and 7. This is big. Uh-oh. This is the new Falcons. They come back in games.
That possession took 13 seconds.
Like, unironically, this is about to be a really good drive coming up. I don't even know how this happened. A second ago, this game was over. Atlanta almost just picked 6 that motherfucker, too. That would have really changed the game. You're like, oh, now it's tied, huh? Well, there's the punt. And he's down at the 34. All right, 1st and 10 for the Falcons at their own 34. Can they go the field? No, we're not even bad. Like, do I view it? I'm not, I understand what, like, actually the NFL is. It's not like the fairy tale that I've lived in for the first 19 years I watched football, right? Like, I understand that most teams just making the playoffs is like, well, we had a good year. We made the fucking playoffs. So guess what? I quickly have adapted right back into what everybody. Hell yeah, we had a playoff run. I don't give a fuck. I'm the least fucking what's the word? Like stuck up fan I think you'll ever find. Like, I understand that we're not that team anymore. Really, like, it is what it is, and we just we should just be happy with playoff runs like everybody else has been for 20 years. Like, literally, no team should expect to do what we did. Like, you shouldn't go into the season every fucking year for 2 decades going, we got a good shot at the Super Bowl this year. That's not a normal thing. Like, we shouldn't be looking at a playoff run and be going, oh, what a waste of a goddamn season. We lost in the playoffs. Early too, like, dog, no. The Lions and Jaguars fans would do any goddamn thing to be like, hey, at least we made the playoffs. Like, that's like, I something in my brain doesn't let me be like, we should be the Super Bowl champions. I'm so upset. No, we shouldn't. What about the last couple of, like, I don't know. I feel like my expectations are very realistic. Well, yeah, no, I'm happy with playoffs. Like, the fact that Mac Jones had one of the better rookie seasons of all times for, like, a young court, like, yeah, to me, that's a complete win. 3rd and 18, by the way. 3rd and super long here for the Falcons. 2-minute warning coming up. Yeah, the Patriots are a hilarious team, too. Like, we also have, like, a lot of milestone shits coming up for Bill Belichick. Like, yeah, it's fine. We had our run. We had one of the most dominating runs in league history. We're good. If you're a Patriots fan, I don't know what you could be upset about. Unless you just are a new fan and you missed all of it. And then I just feel bad for you. It's like, I started watching last year. I really liked the Patriots. It's like, boy, fuck. You tuned in at the wrong time. You should have started watching 8 years ago. you'd have never been able to. Sorry. It's a tough break. But I think I also pretty quickly as a kid understood, like, oh no, we're watching something weird. Because when you look up history of the game and you're like, oh no, there's never been a team like the Patriots. Okay. So you're like, all right, this is special. So incomplete, 4th and 18, big play coming. We're streaming the Hawks and the Bucks. I haven't decided yet. I'm like 50-50 on that because, like, I want to watch that game. I think it'll be pretty good. I always like watching Brady and Seattle play each other. The game's like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of cool things about that game that I'm, like, mildly interested in. Plus, if I do that game and then I do the Lions game at 2, no, there's a good game Sunday night, isn't there? No, it's Dallas and fucking Green Bay, isn't it? 2 of the biggest fucking channels on YouTube are being covered. I think. Hold on. That'll end the game. That was a sack.
Boy, I'm just confused here with the right tackle. Caleb McGarry comes down to
yeah, it's oh no, it's Chargers and 49ers. I kind of want to watch that. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. And that's a sack, and the Panthers will probably just come out and kneel it and end the game. Well, I don't know. Atlanta does have 3 timeouts, I guess, even though a field goal ices it. Good game. Kind of boring, but at least it came down to a final drive here at the end. Atlanta has the 1 timeout, so I guess they're going to be Dick those. Make them snap it a few times. I guess Atlanta's just kind of hoping they fumble a snap here pretty quickly. Like, come on, maybe they'll just drop one.
By the time Atlanta gets the ball back, if indeed they do next week, it's the Titans and the Packers. The schedule is going to look pretty good.
Packers, Titans? Yeah, whoever said next week will be pretty good. You were right about that. At least we'll have a decent matchup anyway. I wish the Packers weren't a shitty team this year.
We see the Cowboys and the Titans at the end of the year. It's the last hurrah.
But it is really funny to watch. Like, I don't know. I'm conflicted. It's a lot more fun to talk shit about the Packers when they're good because Packers fans are like on my side. It's like I can't even like. And by the way, thank you for the 17 likes, everybody. We're not going to quite hit 20, but I don't think we really ever had the consistent viewer count to hit 20. So I appreciate everyone who's left a like. If you haven't done so, consider doing so. We're 17 likes, so we're 3 away from the like goal. We've let communism win, basically, with the like goal not being hit. It's a sad reality, but, you know, just the way she goes sometimes. We've let America down. It looks like that man's got titties and they're bleeding. Got bloody rusty titties on it. Just based on where his like dirt marks are and stuff on his jersey. Very funny.
We'll take it to the 4, but a flag will stop the clock. It's going to go against the offense.
I thought for sure the appeal to communism would get me the last 3 likes.
That's his 4th penalty of the night.
What are you guys, communists? Uh-oh, the evil capitalism bug's gonna get you if you don't press like. Uh-oh.
Well.
Ooh, Jeff Bezos. Oh, repel him with the like button.
I use that line. I use whether it's the kind of game.
About 2 people left. I shouldn't have did that. That was gay.
What can I tell you?
You know, there was just jumped down 3 people. I was like, damn. I guess a bunch of people went, yeah, I don't want to listen to this fucking garbage. 3rd and 11.
Give it to Foreman again.
All right. So Atlanta's, Carolina's gonna have to kick it with about 11 seconds between the play, 12 seconds between the play, or 13 seconds. Okay. They have to run this down to 13 and then take the penalty and then kick it.
Very trying circumstances. Coaching staff gets ripped up.
You take it all the way down to 13. I don't even know what. Yeah, just 13 called the timeout.
He's done a nice job.
The team has not given up as well. You know, the combination of what he's doing.
And you're a second early.
That despite a 2-7 start, they still show up every day to practice. They still show that they're engaged. And even after last year's debacle,
Low key, I might have just taken the penalty there. I wouldn't have given a fuck. You know what I mean? Oh well, I'll just take the penalty. I guess it's smarter to use your timeouts though. What sucks is because like if they mishandle a snap and the Falcons pick it up and run it all the way in, like we still have like a weird game going. Until this field goal goes through, the game isn't over. Because like 40 different things could happen right now. And knowing the Panthers and the Falcons this year, who have like been in the fucking some of the craziest games, including against each other, and then the Falcons last week against the Chargers. These Chargers playing some weird ass looking games. I don't even know what to consider it. Oh no, they lost. Okay. Well, that'll end that game. No lucky weird shit for Atlanta this week. All right, though. I don't know if there's anything anyone wants to specifically talk about, but I think I'm going to wrap her up here pretty quick. It was a fun stream. It was a little bit of a slow stream, but that's quite all right. I appreciate everyone who was chatting and everything. Helped make things go a little bit smoother and a little quicker. It was a little boring, but, it was, kind of a boring game. Not really an exciting matchup. Nothing really to entice anybody and make them go, whoa, I want to watch that. But I don't know. Anybody anything pressing? If not, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thanks for the likes. I appreciate that as well. Yeah, that'll do it, I guess. Weird, awkward stream. I don't know why I was saying. What do you mean? What'd Baker do? Why are they just not using him? I mean, he was hurt. I don't remember what happened. He got hurt somewhere. I mean, they used him last week and he was fine, and then they just went, no, we're going to use that guy. Oh, he was headbutting people? Baker's a fucking crazy bastard. All right. Have a good one, Dre. All right, though, everybody. I appreciate it. It seems like everyone's pretty well set. We'll probably go live or something tomorrow, as long as there's something to stream about, or I'll just do something. I don't know. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy, Dre. All right, everyone. Again, fun night. Thank you to everyone who left a like. Yada yada, all that YouTube jazz and whatnot, and blah blah blah. I don't really have much else. That was a boring game. I'm not gonna lie. Thanks to everyone who stuck through it. All right, have a good one, everyone. Peace out. Remember, it's always go Lions, go Tigers, go Patriots, and